Hello, I'm Toycat, and the Nintendo Switch 2 has just come out, and although a few people have played some Minecraft, the truth is, after looking all over the speedrun leaderboards and all across YouTube and other sites, no one has actually thought to beat Minecraft on their Switch 2 just yet. And so I'm going to load up a brand new world, and I'm going to be beating Minecraft on that world. I'm pressing the home button. Oh, some weird things are happening. I do not know what the start button is in the Minecraft controller, is what we're learning here. But let's start a brand new world today, and let's be number 1. Which, just to be clear, right now means all we have to do is literally finish it. So I could just load up Minecraft on a seed I know well. We could be in the end in 10-15 minutes. But I'm going to be loading up Minecraft, to be entirely fair, on a brand new random world seed. Which we're gonna... I always love using the Nintendo thing for the name. It's going to be rated from... hand with envy. That's my world name, not my world seed. My world seed, to be entirely random, you leave blank. If you leave nothing in there, Minecraft itself picks a world from scratch with no basis of before, meaning I'll get a world that statistically no one has ever played, and on that world, I intend to beat Minecraft. And once we've done so, it'll be fun to load up Toycat's Toolkit and actually have access to the spinneret. But for now, let's beat some Minecraft. And let's do our, like all good speedrunners, let's do this on easy. Let's go! Minecraft speedrun. Slow run, I guess, really. I think that with the Switch render distance and with the Switch performance, my goal isn't to do the best Minecraft anyone's ever done, although... yeah, this is kind of this. So, with that said, let's get started. This is my Minecraft run, and yeah, I'm very excited to get started. How are you doing today? Surprise Friday stream, everyone? I've been playing a bunch of Mario Kart like most people, but every time I stop playing Minecraft on the Switch, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like a fun little, I know there's something cool about getting a new piece of hardware, that even things you could do before just have this little bit of a special shine to them. And honestly, if you haven't heard, the Switch 2 version of Minecraft, it's the same as the Switch 1 version, but it actually runs so much better. Incredibly, it has the same, settings internally, so we're stuck at 12 chunks of render distance. But despite that, it actually is running so much better, and it's actually playable, and so I can have myself a Nintendo Minecraft win here. However, if I am going to play Nintendo Minecraft, there are a few settings we're going to need to change. The first of which is going to be, if we slide into the settings here, I think we're going to have to turn our camera sensitivity up. It's just too low right now. And we're also going to turn our controller sensitivity up to about 150. This is where I find things comfortable. We could hide our controller hints, and I think that's usually for the best, but just so you can see we're on Nintendo, I'll leave them here right now, so you can see what I can do with a given button at a given time, which is just always quirky, because on Nintendo platforms, it's slightly different to what you'd expect elsewhere. Anyway, I've got wood, I've got leaf litter. Now all I need to do is get myself some iron, and I'll be ready to go to the Nether. If we find lava, which is very hard to do with this render distance. So instead what I'll do is I'll actually craft myself, I think I'll craft myself a pickaxe, because pickaxes are not just good for getting wood, or stone, I guess you should say. Pickaxes are actually terrible at getting wood. They're great at wasting it, but we'll use the pickaxe to make some stone, and now I've got this free wooden pickaxe, that I can use for furnace smelting later, but for now I can use it for beating sheep to death, which is great if you need a bed. So one more piece of wool, and I won't have to worry about the nighttime. And what I'll do in the meantime is get myself an axe. And I see another sheep already. And then once I've got that axe, I'll be able to get all of the things that I will need for a very long time. Now we just have to probably mine enough coal. I'm probably going to want to mine enough stone to make a furnace, because I've got some raw meat. It'd be great if it was cooked. But there we go. 3 pieces of wool. Most of my problems are gone, except how I'm going to beat Minecraft. We're 2 minutes into the world, and all I've got is stone tools. I need to be in the Nether soon. More seriously, by the way, I hope that you're doing well today, Internet. I hope that we've fixed the audio delay issues. It's made the audio different for me, but it should be better for you. Xavier Antonia, thank you! New username, by the way. Welcome to the channel membership club on behalf of Michelle Owo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, and KMB as well. I didn't know KMB wasn't a member. Today we learned. But yeah, with that said, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're all doing well today. Bird for Life is even doing desert well, which is great to say. So yeah, thank you very much for that, and I'm glad we've got one of the biggest issues fixed. But now we're going to try our best to find a biome which has a Batman Bruce. Love some pig step. We're going to use these pig step vibes to help us find the Nether. I mean, where does pig step come from? There's only one dimension, right? So, hey, and James Hawkin is from there himself too. Loving to see it. Hello, I missed the start. We loaded up a brand new Minecraft world on a random seed, and now my goal is to get to a village, or indeed, ideally a lava pit, as soon as possible. I'm kind of thinking, if you look at the fact that there's 2 emeralds here, I could mine both of them just real quick, but honestly, I don't think it's ever actually worth it. I think, even if you have the iron pickaxe, which we could have easily, I think it's a pure waste of time. You know, actually, I've just said it's not worth it. And so I'm gonna have to go against myself, because I love testing out new ways of playing Minecraft. This is the reason I'll never be the world's best speedrunner, because the beauty about Minecraft is you can try a strategy that just doesn't seem like it makes sense to you, and maybe it actually works, you know? So let's place a crafting table down. Let's make ourselves a furnace real quick. Place in that furnace all of this iron, because we need to cook that up proper good. And then, as soon as we've got 3 iron, we'll make ourselves a pickaxe, and we'll get 2 pieces of emerald, which again, might make the difference later. It means if we are trying to defeat the dragon, we go for the trading strategy rather than the killing enderman strategy or the bartering strategy, which personally, it's great to have as an option. So, hello everyone, how are you doing? Are you going to set the membership music to Tears at any point? Oh, Tears is a controversial one. I don't know that it's good. That's my crazy hot take. I'm going to come out on record and say it. I don't think that Tears is, you know, the best. I don't think that, you know, like, Minecraft musicians are sending their best anymore. And, you know, controversially, I know. But I really think that the Tears is, you know, decent. But we had a banger in, actually it was called Creator. I also think the other one from the 1.21 update was great. But since then, it's been, you know, not so good, to put it mildly. I think this is just how things go, right? Like, there's the cycle of excitement of once you get used to things being good, things being okay is wildly disappointing, and things being good as expected. You need things to get better and better and better. It's one of the biggest flaws we have as humans, is that we get very used to things very quickly, including greatness. But yeah, speaking of greatness, I'm just going to cook up this last bit of mutton while maybe getting a few pieces of extra stone, just in case I need them. And then we'll break the crafting table, we'll break the furnace, and we'll go on a voyage. So fun fact, until you've been in water, you can't craft a boat using auto-crafting. So I will follow Minecraft's rules here. Probably need a few more of these. I will follow the Minecraft rules, and I'll jump in the water, at which point the game will remind me that I can craft myself a boat. So let's get one of those going, an oak boat. You can always do it manually, but again, using a Switch controller, I think I'd be better just jumping in the water. Well, Tears is the only music disc since 1.21, so it's not like it's a pattern yet. I mean, although I guess you could say in that way, we've had 4 whole drops since 1.21, and only 1 music disc that isn't the best one ever. But no, yeah, I think between 1.16 and 1.21 it was the same. I didn't love the new music disc that came in between there too. But again, I think that's just human preference. If you love everything all the time, you know, it's the best way to be, but also it doesn't work. I think the thing I try to remember about the world is that every piece of bad you go through is the possibility for something to get better later. Like, excitement curves, it's impossible to be elated all of the time. You know, people they've tried making drugs that do that, and all you start to feel is numb. And so, yeah, as great of an idea as it is for everything to be good, having a oh, is this a mangrove swamp, by the way? What a unique biome. It's not going to help me with Minecraft defeating purposes, but it is cool to be able to just slide through one. And so let's do that right now. Why don't you turn up unlock recipes before you load in the game? If it's a great question you're asking, Ansoni. I think it's one of those goofy things that like just has no place in Minecraft. But I hate being a Minecraft boomer, and so I try my best to get used to new things as they come out. Obviously, when something's good, like the days play counter, I just leave it on. It's easy. There's no struggle there for me. But when there's something that you don't love, you've got to really, really hate it before you get rid of it. I feel this way about a lot of things in the world, that people are just like, you know what? It instinctively doesn't feel right, and so I'm going to back out. But if it instinctively doesn't feel right to you because you're experienced, then it might feel really good to someone who's not. You know, something I think about just today is, so I was making Q&A Saturday, and I realized we still call them tweets, even when you're on Blue Sky, right? Even if you're on Threads, it's still a tweet. It hasn't been officially called a tweet anywhere for such a long time. And so if you just started using, that social media today, you'd probably be confused as to why the website that is called X has everyone calling them tweets still. My version of that, by the way, is the fact that everyone hates stop-start features on cars, but I personally think it's great. It's like, yeah, save me some fuel while I'm sat waiting at traffic anyway. Why would I want my engine to be burning the precious dinosaur juice that costs money when it could not be? And people were like, oh yeah, but it will burn the starter motor. And it's like, they make the starter motor more powerful, How often does your starter motor die versus how often do you need to refuel your car? Anyway, I feel like it's really the best way to be with new things is to be like open, and even when you hate it, you got to be like, maybe it gets good, which is a dangerous attitude if everyone has it. So I'm glad everyone doesn't. Oh, hey, there's a swamp hut over there. This is again not going to help with beating Minecraft in the slightest, but it is making for an exciting world. So this is a random seed, which means again statistically no one's ever generated it before, but there are some key things that I'm looking for. And I think the first thing should be, I'm going to pick up 3 wildflowers, so I can make 4 yellow dye to make 4 yellow wool. Apparently it didn't quite, and now I can make a bed, just in case it gets late and I'm, kind of spooked. So yeah, we got some nice music, sort of music that makes you want to turn down the volume a little bit, because it's just a little bit louder than you're hoping for. And we've also got a potion just over here that I'm thinking we should go for. Because there's no witch protecting it, bizarrely. So what's in there? I bet it's a speed potion. If I just smelt up a few pieces of glass, which I could easily do, then I think I could get myself some speed potions. And I'm feeling like going quirky. If you've never seen this... Actually, I don't see any sand. If you've never seen that before, you can in fact take the cauldrons from a witch hut. Again, not that useful, and if there's no sand directly around, then I'm not going to do it. It's something I should consider going into that sort of situation, though. So as nighttime approaches, I'm going to take one of my 2 crafting tables that I now have. I know, very wealthy. Going to place one of those down, and I'm going to deliberately craft a bed, and probably sleep in it near immediately. I think I could use with a single string, so we're not going to sleep right away. Oh, is that there? Is that a village? It's gotta be if it's a torch. If it's not a village, it's lava, which is better. Yeah, I see fire. Oh no, don't be a single bit of lava. Minecraft. It teases me sometimes. It teases me. So yeah, the reason why a single piece of lava, the reason why a lava stream isn't good is not because it's going to light me on fire or anything. Pro tip, bridge across lava using wood. Works great. But instead it's because it's a single lava source block, so 1 bit of obsidian. Just no use in there for me. Wait, where's the black cat? Did it run away? Yeah, the witch and the black cat are on holiday right now, so they can't be guarding their hut, sadly. But they'll be back later. They're just out of office right now. It's only human that they need to take a break to. So yeah, I'm actually gonna die, it looks like. Which is why it's important not to get trapped by a bunch of skeletons. There's so many of them. Every single direction I went in for a second there was just skeletons coming after me. See, I think we probably, yeah, I think given the no situation we are in, we might just get knocked off this cliff. Yeah, I think now is just the time to sleep. The moment we get a good spot and that creeper can't see me anymore, just right into bed. So the creeper can't see me, shit, creeper's not following me, I'm not gonna die, which is good news. Let me tell you. So, yeah, we can pick up more iron this way, which I guess we're gonna need to do. And we'll use that iron to make some armor, to make a sword, and to make a shield. I think a shield would have saved my life were it to go more south side last night. So the moment we find something worth spending some time in, we'll set down our furnace, and we'll cook that stuff up. I am slowly gonna run out of food, so I'll also cook up I'll kill up anything else I see. Killing up is like cooking. I guess hunting is the word for it. If we want to go primitive and not cruel, I'm going to start hunting any animals, but I'm really specifically hunting a village or really any sign of Any sign of ability to get me deeper into this game? I guess actually if I've got iron already, yeah, I'm just looking for lava, chat. So a ruined portal or a deep cave to jump into. I think either would do me nicely, and what won't do me nicely is jumping off trees. So if we go to the top of this this hill, I think mountain is probably a bit of a stretch. If we go to the top of this hill, we should be able to find a big cave somewhere, because they are very close. And so maybe even now we should place our furnace down? Maybe. Also, sorry, what did you say? Can't hear over the music? Lower MC audio. I'm sorry. I can't believe that Minecraft music does this to people. It's the worst. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what's going through Minecraft's mind sometimes. Like, as a studio, they get lots of really clever things done. But also as a studio, I think, my theory on this is fragmentation. They are sending, this is how you work as a company on any project. Instead of having 5,000 people employed on one big thing, you split people up into different teams, which is really clever on the surface. But it has the downside of meaning that you get all sorts of non-joined up projects. So someone makes a really great audio track, but someone implements it into the game slightly too loudly. And neither side knows what to do because, you know, their audio system doesn't have multiple audio levels. And the audio person's like, well, it's not my job to make it more quiet. The same is true for, like, the new menu designs, right? Like, the new menu could be an opportunity to make incredible things for Minecraft, but menu designers aren't game designers, so they can't add those incredible things. Are there any Switch exclusives? The biggest Switch exclusive is the Super Mario mashup pack. But as far as the base game, the most important thing to know is that, like, yeah, you'll see your controls in a slightly different way. So, internet, I see a cave over... Actually, is that something there? I bet that's a big cave there. I think that that's where we're going to want to head. So I'm going to... I've got my one piece of iron enough for a shield now. And I'm just going to make my way over there as quickly as possible. Because this looks like a way to victory. Which means I'm going to need some... Oh, wow. Have you ever seen this many emeralds just hanging out at such low levels, chat? 3 emeralds and I haven't even touched a villager yet. I mean, if I touch a villager, I might have to pay out a lot more emeralds in the impending lawsuits. But yeah, do people at Minecraft play Minecraft? If they do they forget they, you know, work there? But that's the problem, right? Is so again, imagine if when I sit down and say watch my own videos or play my own add-ons, I'm like, oh, that's broken. You know, like, it's a really direct link between me and fixing that. But if you're at Mojang and something like that annoys you, it's like, well, you know, there's 2 whole departments that you don't know anyone from you've got to contact. It's like if you work at Mojang and you don't like something in a Windows update, your opinion is about as okay, so that's a witch. Your opinion is about as worthwhile as, like, a random person's. Because, you know, Microsoft... Oh, my God. That's an interesting bug. You ever seen that one? So this is actually... the hole I came over here looking for is not that useful. But this hole is something special. So I'm going to now replace my furnace with all of its things. I'm going to get one of my crafting tables, place it down so I can make a shield, because I feel like going into a cave is a shield sort of situation. And we're going to hope that we can see some semblance of lava down here. If we don't, then I'm not sure what the right call should be, so let's make an entire stack of these. Yeah, it's worth a try though, right? It's always worth going into a cave, looking for some lava, because you can't go to the Nether without it. But if you go deep enough in your world, eventually everything becomes lava. I'm exaggerating. Most things become lava. Which is useful in itself. So does this cave take me anywhere valuable? It takes me to a zombie, which is valuable for him. Do you believe in death by committee? Yeah, I actually do. The thing is, though, KMB, I think for a lot of things, death by committee is the desirable end outcome. I think there's a reason why, basically, you know, like, I think the most famous example, whether you agree that this is a good thing or not, I think it is by design that a lot of, especially, you know, mid-tier governments, basically have near exclusive power in what they can do. You know, if you think about government as a whole, It is us giving a whole bunch of power to one entity to use correctly. And the easiest way to make sure it's used correctly is to make it a nightmare to use. And so it's weird because big companies, you would assume, would want to avoid it. But actually, again, for a game like Minecraft, you actually have a studio probably with a whole bunch of different people, all with different ideas on what would improve Minecraft. And so in making sure that everyone agrees is the easiest way to make sure that no one agrees, which is the easiest way to make sure that only the very most important stuff gets done. Whereas, you know, I think that's like a part of life, is that when you're on top, you can afford to be very, you know, I guess conservative to be simple, but like you can afford to like kind of sit back a bit more. And whereas if you're at the top, you kind of, if you're at the bottom, you need to make wild changes to stand a chance of winning. That's why small YouTubers are always having dumb scandals, whereas the biggest YouTubers on the platform are just like, here is a very similar video to the last one we made because we need to please this advertiser. You know, like the business is working great. Why would we mess with it? I guess is the point. It's actually why a lot of like company founders find it really hard to keep a company going after a certain point. And so they'll, you know, like a lot of company founders will just, you know, start making new companies once the one becomes successful. Because building the new thing from scratch is fun. Disrupting or whatever is fun. Keeping things going is not. Because that's honestly probably... I'm going to make a list of all the noisy complaints and email it to Microsoft till they pay Minecraft enough to fix it. But you see, right, the problem is like, yeah, a lot of people at Minecraft are passionate about fixing it. But when you deal with bureaucracy, everyone gets impassioned. I think there's like 5% of the population that love sending letters and emails, and but most people, it's like, oh, you don't want people to, yeah, okay, that's why this process is so tricky. You know, when you want things to be easy, you can make them easy. When things are hard, it is usually, if not by design, then, you know, a nice side product. And I would say that's, I would say a lot of things get a little death by committed. Especially at big companies, because your job isn't to make a product better, your job is to make your manager look better, so that he can make his manager look better, so that his guy, all the way up the chain until eventually someone goes, oh, look, now we can make the share price look better. And again, that's, I think that is a really weird thing that Microsoft in particular is good at doing. Like, you know, really, outside of the Xbox 360, and I literally named that one console, most things Microsoft launches aren't that great by themselves. They're great at buying things, or having something that's already successful, and managing it. But, like, building something from scratch, I don't know. I feel like that's not Microsoft's forte. But, you know, you could argue very few big companies make it their forte. Anyway, so I'm finding no hint of any lava in this world. I could just go deep in a cave and hope for the best, but I think it's best to wait for a good cave rather than just like mining randomly from scratch. It's a ballsy decision, but it might lead me to a good place. And worst case, we explore, we see a bit more Minecraft. I've already seen a jungle and a mangrove swamp. I'm excited to see what comes next. By the way, Dan Marsh, the main bug to fix Windows, the main bug to fixing Windows is that it isn't Linux. You didn't strike me as a Linux guy. It's fun to learn that you are one, though. I think Bedrock developers need to listen to their community more. I could argue they need to do the opposite. But again, that's why it's so tricky. I don't want to pretend that that making things go slowly is bad. Because for a lot of people, you'd rather things go slowly in the right direction than quickly in the wrong direction. I think most people, in fact. That's one of the struggles, isn't it? I think a lot about, you know, like, people, you ever had the phrase, people hate change? It's like, no, people hate change that isn't well signposted to them. But signposting change is the easiest, I think is a hard thing for companies to do effectively. To say, here is a problem we're looking to solve. Here is a potential solution. You know, like guiding people along that way is actually quite a hard thing to do. So I think that's a good cave there, potentially. So I'm going to sleep because I don't want the outside of the cave to be murky. And assuming we're not going to find a woodland mansion or a tiger village, we're going to go into that cave tomorrow. Let's do it. The 3DS edition was peak. I wish they hadn't. Then the comment cuts off. I promise you, you are part of a very unique club for having that opinion. I think the 3DS edition was good, to be clear. I think Peak is probably going a bit too far. So I'm going to use my shield, which is a little bit bugged on the Switch edition. Someone theorized it might be the one of the add-ons that was doing that, but as you can see right here in the base game. And now we're going to go into this cave, which looks promising, and we're going to pray that eventually it leads me to lava. Worst case, it leads me to iron or, you know, diamonds. Diamonds would be good, actually. I would take diamonds. But yeah, if it goes upwards, we don't want it. We want downwards direction from our cave. And we'll also take advantage of the coal that we find, because I might be going through a lot of torches. Could your skin be causing the skin issue? Try the default skin. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. So, go to the dressing room real quick. I don't have a default skin, but I'll go with Steve. Oh, yeah. It's a Switch. It's my skin on the Switch specifically. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fixed now. Weirdly enough, switching skin fixed that. KMB, why would you tell me how to fix my favorite bug? See that? Right, like, I had a complaint, more or less. And my complaint has been fixed. And now I realized I just found it fun to complain. And I actually quite liked it broken. I think Minecraft has so many bugs that are objectively bugs that people love. And also I made a massive mistake coming in this cave thinking it would go down. All it has brought me is upward direction. And a little bit of iron that I'll make into a chest plate soon. Because I am getting real beat up real often. Wait, also my evil plan worked. How tired are your hands on the Switch? Not that tired. I find Joy-Cons are great because you can do a bit of this and you can still play the game without having to link your hands like you do with a traditional controller. But I am using the Pro Controller after last time. There's something about Nintendo Joy-Cons that just aren't great for games where you need to do this 3D direction. At least not precisely. I think the mouse mode could be a really cool fix for that, but you know how it is. Somebody's probably already beaten it already, says Salamantic. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh god, not beating the game yesterday, messed up. But actually, yeah, no one has. I think because most people are playing Mario Kart World. Let's be real, you buy a Nintendo Switch 2, there's about 3 different games that you get to play, and the one that you actually bought the console for is Mario Kart World. And so, yeah, that's where most people are spending their time right now, I figure. Surprised you don't use the Joy-Con grip. Yeah, so the Joy-Con, so that's the best solution for most people, I would say. It makes a huge difference to the playability. But I like the Pro Controller. Just because I don't have to put my Joy-Cons into something I take them out of. I wouldn't buy it from scratch today. Or I wouldn't recommend buying it from scratch today. I like it. I know I'm having a bit of a... Like, I think I don't make fun of people for this, but it's something I'll raise all the time about. Like, inflation is real. No one quite understands inflation. Like, oh, why are games $80 now? And it's like, well, they were $60 in like 1987 or something like that. You know, $80 isn't that bad. It's bad because it's higher. Also, I've been watching you for 10 years now. It's crazy, says Roman Snail. Roman Snail, what makes a snail Roman? Do you have aqueducts and do you put snails to death in your snail coliseum or? But no, more seriously, thank you for watching the channel for 10 years. I think it's crazy that you can claim to have watched the channel for 10 years, and that's not even like that ridiculously long ago, right? Like that's not too wild of a claim. That's not like, cause I used to, you know, back in the day, people would be like, I've been on your channel since the beginning. Oh my god, chat, how did I find as my first structure a trail ruins? I guess actually Witch Hut followed by trail ruins. I'll have to share the seed for this world afterwards. This is why random seeds are crazy. This is such a rare structure. It took me 92 days to find one of these last time I was looking one, like 92 Minecraft days. And here it is on day 2. But I have absolutely zero need for it, and I don't have a brush anyway. I could make one, but why would I? What would I intend to gain from that would help me beat Minecraft? I'm on a mission, And so sadly, we can make note of those coordinates. Or trim run, but on Switch. But sadly, sadly, Dasher, we must not do that. And instead, we'll be on our way. So I'm thinking maybe pick up a little bit more coal. Actually, if we're going to pick up coal, let's put our furnace down. Because once I get some armor going, I think my life really does substantially improve. And so let's get some armor going. I think I saw the seed during the world creation menu anyway. Yeah, I've had a lot of people close to me, actually. Multiple people be like, Toycat, I know you're saying it's random seed, but you can see the seed. I think that's one of the worst bits of the new UI. Again, in my opinion, it's an example of like UI design that goes a bit too far. So they put an example seed in there, just to tell you like what a seed looks like, right? Like a big series of numbers. And a lot of people look at it and think, oh, you can see your world seed. That's not meant to happen. Okay, so I think we're going to run this way the tiniest bit and then conclude this. There's got to be nothing up there, which means I'm going that way. That way has a tiger biome, which means we might find a village at least, which would solve food as a long-term problem. But yeah, all I'm really looking for is lava, which means I'm not going to sleep tonight immediately. Now that I've got a sword, now that I've got enough iron to make myself a chest plate, I think I can withstand a few more hits than in previous nights. Pro tip, a iron chest plate is like one of the best single pieces of armor you can get. It's 24% protection. If you're going to do one thing with iron and you've got some spare stuff left over, build yourself a chest plate. I think I've been watching Toycat for about 5 years. Always felt like I missed out on lots since the channel is so ancient. Dasher, you can't call the channel it is ancient. No, I think it's weird. I've said this a lot, and I think it's weird when you're like I guess being overly humble is like a bad character trait. Being like, oh, I never thought I'd make it this far is like a lame thing to say. But like literally that's my attitude of everything. I've mentioned before that I didn't plan to make it past 18. The only way I could cope with the idea of being an adult was to say, well, you're gonna make sure that doesn't happen, Toycat. But literally with this channel, I think even back in 2012 when I started daily posting, because I've been making videos since 2009 and weekly since 2000, I think 10 or 11. But I started going daily in 2012. And when I started, when I made that big jump, I kind of saw channels that I'd been following for the last like year and a half. Some of those were already fading away. And it's like, yeah, if you think about TV shows, most TV shows don't last beyond... Most TV shows last a season. They have their moment of joy and then they fall off. And then you can just watch them in reruns forever after. Some TV shows last for 3 or 4 seasons. Some last for 10. But there's no forever TV shows besides the odd, like, what are they called? Soap operas, EastEnders and stuff. Did I sleep in a bed without realizing it, or is the sun just not coming down yet? I think I want to find a big, wide open area where I can look for a big space. Because, yeah, I've not found anything, and that's partly due to the Switch render distance. It's chill, right? But it is one of the eternal issues of Minecraft. I'm glad that I'm prepared for this. I think most things in life, if you're just emotionally ready for them, you can be physically ready for them. But yeah, so I was very aware that like, yeah, when I picked up the tiniest bit of popularity, when I got to like 10,000 subscribers, then 100,000 subscribers, I was like, okay, this starts a timer of maybe 5 years. In 5 years, we'll see what we're doing. Maybe it's like, like one of those YouTubers that people only check in on once every 3 months to see what's going on. Maybe I'm, I'm working as a tour guide. Maybe I'm working as an IT man or something. But yeah, every year I'm very aware being a YouTuber is living on borrowed time. It's just the truth of the matter. And yeah, do you remember the old Wings COD streams as Romans now? See, that's a sign you have been around for 10 years. That's a very niche reference right there, friend. It would be so funny if a famous YouTuber were to become an IBX Toycat moderator. Famous YouTuber should become a... Oh, I think this is the usual way that streamers do it, is you get other streamers, or not streamers, but like your friends in the world to do it. I think it's a cute way to set these things up. So yeah, I'm gonna put down my furnace again. Again, I'm picking this up and putting it down just so I can keep things cooking as we go. And let's cook up all those pork chops. And now, as the sun sets, I should be able to see any sign of... I'm looking for any glimmer of light, because that would be a sign that there's lava. During the day, you can't really easily see lava, but at night, you definitely can. But yeah, you know, I think, you know, Cat is a YouTuber as well. If you've never checked out one of Cat's streams, you should. You might enjoy it. Similar, you know, community vibes to here. And so I would argue, actually, therefore, famous YouTuber is one of my moderators. Also, Switch 2 record. Yeah, as long as we beat the game in less than 23 hours and 59 minutes. I mean, as long as we beat the game, it's a record. My personal target is to do it in less than 3 hours, because that's the slowest accepted time on speedrun.com for console. It was on Xbox One S or something. But yeah, we're looking for any sign of lava now at night. It is kind of dark. It is kind of spooky. I have to make sure I don't think that this torch that I placed is a lava sign. But yeah, we're just looking for any little peak. Okay. And I was going to climb the mountain, but with such a low render distance, we'd actually be better off just running this way. Seeing what we find. I don't love taking damage, falling down trees. But it is what it is. Pick up some extra leaf litter. Amazing fuel just sitting all around the world. And let's go. See what the world gives me. So this is a really cool biome. It's a plains biome, but like on a hill it looks like. I mean, yeah, oh yeah, and there's a village. Okay, that's cool too. So that's food sorted. But can we sort lava too? So again, just it's a great example of how lights at night are a really great sign of things you're going to see. When are you going to do more cooking streams? I want to do a stream cooking every single food from Minecraft. But that takes a lot of ingredients. And so I haven't done that just yet. I think it could be a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to have to pick up some hay bales. Let's just say like 10 of these. Actually, if I'm picking up hay bales, why am I doing this myself when there's a good hay bale picker-upper right here? And look at that, 3 hay bales. Well, 2 hay bales. If I was a mod, I'd ban people permanently for disagreeing with me. Vote me for President America 2028. I mean, there's a joke in there that we shan't make. Okay, so now I'm thinking kill the golem. Because we're not going to come back to this village, probably. Kill the golem. Stack up with my pretty red planks. I keep thinking they're Neverac, chat. Am I the only one? Jump hit him a bunch. And then maybe go to sleep here just to set my respawn point. So I love a good bit of iron for free. And actually, let's kill the Enderman. Let's go crazy here. This is quite literally crazy, by the way. But let's go crazy here. Let's kill the Enderman. If we can find him. Go, 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 go. Oh, yes. Okay, where did the Enderman teleport to? I'm assuming not that far. He went away. I need ender pearls to beat Minecraft. And so there you go. You, friend, me. Literally, it's even with the Pro Controller, it's hard to look at him in such a way that he wants to attack me. But now we just hide over here. Come get me. We make sure that the creeper doesn't get him. Oh no! Did he still... Oh, he still dropped an ender pearl, chat. We're in. Yes, we are. Great news. See, I could kill a few more cows while I'm here. Because ultimately bread is a fine food, but everyone knows cow is better. But yeah, I think we just take a little cautionary sleep. Just for the sake of setting my spawn point. And then we leave bed because I need to find any sign of light that isn't this one village. Or we could go kill a second Enderman. I mean, it worked so well the first time, my little creeper strategy. Who's to say it doesn't work the second time, right? Oh, I'm to say that, apparently. Did he just blank me? Like I attacked him and he just teleported away? That's very rude. That's not what you do to people you care about. You! Okay. Oh no! There's a creeper over there. Okay, I'm so boned because there's a creeper behind me. Okay, this is gonna go well. This is gonna go well. I'm manifesting good things for myself, internet. Okay, so now we've got to... Okay, so we have to... Okay, it's still going fine. Okay, so look at this. Okay, so every time he gets hit by a skeleton, he teleports. Okay, we got this. Where's he gone now? There he is. Okay, so we just have to... Oh, no. No. Okay. Okay, so... This is why you don't do this out in the open. This is why you make the two-eyed hole like I said before. There we go. Second Enderpearl dead. Or second Enderman dead. Oh, okay. So I don't see any sign of any light anywhere around here. So I'm going to climb that valley. Or climb that hill. See what's in the valley. And if it's nothing, we'll just go to bed on top. In a nice little way. The situation is slightly concerning. I don't see why it's concerning at all. But I have found a nice cave. That definitely is going to bring me down to lava. So if there's no lava above this hill, we'll sleep. We'll go in there in the morning. We'll have a good time. Or at least we'll have an interesting time. Which sometimes is just as, you know, having good times all of the time is a bad demand. But having interesting times is a very reasonable one. So do you see anything? No, just the light from the village, I think. So we'll just do the tiniest check over this hill. Because I'd be silly not to. And then... Yep, no lava. Just a witch, a stray, and a creeper. Which means this cave is my best way of finding lava. Given my very limited view distance that I have right now. So I do have to kill this baby zombie. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Very annoyingly. Oh, I hate baby zombies so much. Literally with a passion. But into bed we go. Now let's move this on. MLG, oh my god, Mum, get the camera. That's another very old school reference. Yeah, there was a while on YouTube where Call of Duty was the dominant game. And then Minecraft kind of... Oh, no! Okay. Then Minecraft kind of overtook it. And what's funny is I would argue games have come to take the Minecraft throne, but none have actually permanently taken it. There is no game that you can definitively say is bigger, better, more watched than Minecraft, which is wild after all this time. So I'm going to put in just 17 raw beef for now. I would like to make a bundle, but I do not have the ingredients for it. So I could just start dropping things on the ground. I'm going to stop dropping things on the ground now. Over here is where my seeds are going to go. My moss carpet. How did I get a moss carpet, internet? 2 poppies, an oak sapling, and 5 rotten flesh. I'm going to pick out a bow, though. That might come in handy. And I'm also going to... No, I'm just going to go in. Let's just go in guns blazing, hoping for the best. Placing some torches to remind me where the way out is. Oh, no. Oh, I just dropped my sword. That is a bad time to... No! Okay. So this is the thing about the Nintendo Switch that is really hard if you're used to playing Minecraft on a controller. Nintendo Switches have all their buttons flipped. So B is A and A is B. And so when you panic and you think, I'd better press the jump button to do a critical, you drop your sword on the ground and you look like an idiot. And ultimately you are an idiot. So my apologies to any of my fellow idiots out there. Let's make a stack of spruce planks. Let's place down one of my crafting tables. And let's maybe, just maybe, make ourselves a... What do I even do to help myself? A bucket? Yeah, I could do a bucket. I bet having a bucket right now would help me. And maybe I will need a shield soon. Yes, I will need a shield soon. If not now, then eventually. So it's better to have that sorted than not. Oh, also, I've got my free emeralds, so I could trade them here if I wanted to. But I don't want to. So let's now... Oh, I didn't want to pick all those things up. Let's now redrop some items, including the weird ones. No, don't pick them up. And then let's run over to the furnace. And then let's go pick up our sword, because I need a sword, I think. I mean, need is a strong word, I guess we could say. I think I would like to have my... See, look at that. I try to jump. I press B. It's a weird instinct that you think you can get a grip on, But your brain will never fully remap that A equals B and B equals A. And if, like me, you happen to throw your iron sword into some water, now you're on a quest to go and get your tool back. If I wanted my tool back, I would have asked to... Okay, no! Ah, if I wanted my tool back, I would have invited your dad. Anyway, now that's the really polite version of the way you can make that joke. So now let's go back in. It's not just my sword I'm missing now. It's literally everything else, because life is pain, and so am I apparently. So my plan is to just go follow those XP orbs. You can definitely see my lack of confidence in the A/B button thing really causing me to make some poor decisions there. But I make poor decisions anyway, so. Hey, my sword! We got it, internet. I had to die, but I got it. Now I can put my other shield on. I'll repair them together later. And that there. I'll put both of these blocks up, and same with that. And I guess I'll put my dirt blocks down, because I need a block to place everywhere. I'll pick up my boat. I'll pick up my bucket. And as soon as we... Oh, no. Don't agree. Don't agree. Don't do this to me. Also, ouch, says Fox King. I agree. Ouch, indeed. But yeah, dying isn't that big of a setback if you're, like, emotionally prepared for it. And I was pretty well prepared. Oh, God. I'm prepared for most things here besides zombies, I would say. But yeah, we're just trying to get down deep. Down to minus... down to where the lava is at, and it might take me just hours of searching for lava. It's something you have to accept when you're playing Minecraft. The best way to do random seed glitchless is to reload a seed over and over until you can see lava nearby. But when we can't, and we can see that this was a nice little spot anyway. Oh God. Yeah, everything hurts to fall on a bit more here too, which is fun. It's a bit of a pokey place, and not my favorite type of pokey, internet. Can't believe we haven't done food talk yet. I had pokey for dinner, internet. It was pretty good actually. I had some homemade pokey. Still reeling from the lobster fry last night, on Thursday, Wednesday. What day is it today? Day now minus 2 days. 2 days ago, if you will. Also, did I really come into this giant cave and find nothing? Did it look like it was going to be a big cave, and then it wasn't? That is what has happened here. This is why you can't trust caves. Caves, man, they tell you one thing and then actually another. Getting real trust issues from this. Check you picked up emeralds and pearls. Thank you, Dasher. Yeah, I think those are two important things I didn't think about, but I luckily just picked up by chance anyway. But if I hadn't picked them up by now, it'd be the time to go look. So yeah, this cave sucks. There's no lava in it, which means we're going another way for lava, which is just fine, I guess. So I'm going to start using dirt when I pick up blocks, but I've got 17 steak. I am, even if I'm not making direct progress towards the nether, I am making progress towards doing better in the nether, which is still a type of progress. Also, thanks, Caves and Cliffs. Oh no, I picked up all the junk. See, I definitely have some blocks that I shouldn't, but that's okay. Let's pick up my furnace. And then let's maybe replace this with my bucket. I think that's the right move to make there. And let's go... actually, let's pick up the water. I'll pick it up from the village, it's easier. And then we'll maybe go back this way. I think heading back towards World Origin, but a different way than I came, is a good way to make sure I don't get too far away. Because pro tip, end portals get harder to find the further away from 0, you get. So the larger the numbers above my days played get, the trickier my stronghold search will be later. Caves are the French of geological features. I mean, that cave did the exact opposite of surrendering to me. Gotta say. So here's another cave. Am I ready to be tricked again, internet? You know, am I ready to make such a big commitment? Oh, I don't need to. It's okay. This one's lying to my face. I'd kill for some sushi right now. Yeah, sushi is a weird one. I feel like it's one of the few meals. Like, even if you want pasta or, you know, Indian food or Chinese, you can just make that at home. You know, like, I think there's a type of Chinese you crave that you're not going to make at home. But, you know, like, you can make a version of it at home. No one is ever like, oh, I want sushi tonight. Better order some salmon and some rice. Well, some people are, but it's way outside the public perception. Whereas I've made my own pizzas. You know, I'm not the biggest of cookers in the world, but a homemade pizza, something about. I think there are some foods where the freshness is such a key part of how good it is. Pizza is just one of those. If you get a pizza within 5 minutes of it being in the oven, out of the oven, I guess. If you have it within 5 minutes of going into the oven, it's very rare, which is great. You know, I don't know why we can only accept that steak is a rare food. I love medium rare everything. Medium rare cookies, you know, when it's still gooing on the inside and it's like, oh, medium rare, best way to have a cookie. Best way to have a pizza too, honestly. You don't want to overcook. You overcook stuff that you want to have sitting around forever. You've been gaslit by society into thinking that you want your food to be fully cooked, because it means that your food producer can't sue you. By the way, good to see you, David. I'm gonna have some sushi later after a dance lesson. Party time. What sort of dance are you learning to do, David? Unless you've gone on that message because you're dancing right now. In which case, a fast dance. Also, boneless pizza. Yeah, that's that's I think my other controversial opinion is everything boneless. There are some people on the internet that really funny people like this. You know, like you ever hear about the concept of the Matrix, where like you're so into it you don't even know you're in it? That's people who think that bones are the correct thing for food. Like if you eat bones, if you literally swallow bones and go so good, yeah, great. But no, otherwise people are like, oh, boneless wings aren't even wings. They're just chicken nuggets. And it's like, yeah, everyone loves chicken nuggets. Do you know, that's the famous thing about chicken nuggets. Also, gravel. Is you can show people how gross a chicken nugget is, what it's made out of, and people will still go, yeah, give me 5 of those, please. No, actually, give me 20 of those. People are upset that you only get 4 or 9. Also, this is a funny bug on all Bedrock editions right now. It's a very risky bug. So I'm actually going to go to sleep first, just to make sure that if I die, I at least can pick up my stuff quickly. Let's do some killing. I hate chicken nuggets. Okay, you know, everyone likes chicken nuggets except Cat. Good to see you, by the way. Hope you are doing well. We were just talking about you. Hey, Ruby Doo! Another month closer to Purple Cat. Good to see you, Ruby Doo. Come on, Ruby Doo. Where are you? You have to. I don't know the rest of this song. Also, bone in everything. Yeah, the bone-in chicken sandwich. It's going to take a while to catch on. But if bone-in is really the superior way to eat things, yeah, boned pizza, please. Give me a big bone under the pizza to connect it all by. If it's such a good idea, why don't we just do that? Also, is that lava over there, chat? I see something lit up. Do you see something lit up too? Or am I crazy? See, it's such a... Actually, also, this can't be 12 chunks of render distance. There's no way that's 200 blocks away. I think my settings need adjusting. So let's just quickly scroll in here. I'll turn up my brightness real quick, actually. 88 is great. Let's just go for 400. No, that's 12 chunks. That's as far as you can see. I'm never going to find a lava pit with this low of a render distance, it feels like. But maybe it feels incorrect. I do eat the bones if they're thin enough. Oh, no, okay. I wish I hadn't asked people if they eat the bones, bearded man. You make me feel weird. Also, sup, Toycat, I'm with you on the boneless chicken. It's 2025. No need to eat like a caveman. Yeah, exactly. Some people are like so superior because they like having non-edible parts of their food. Like, imagine if people are like, oh yeah, you know what my favorite thing is? I love a fork. Or, you know, imagine if you liked all your food coming on a little stick, but the little stick was also kind of gross if you hit it too hard and it hurt your teeth. It'd be crazy. I think I'm arguing for forks right now, or against forks right now. But I'm gonna do it anyway, damn it. Yeah, I think if you love boned food so much, eat a boned pizza, eat a boned chicken sandwich, and then tell me where that takes you. So I'm just gonna pick up this bed because I left a yellow bed somewhere, and we're gonna just follow the direction that hopefully has the lava pits. They have to be somewhere, is my logic. Potentially faulty logic, but my logic nonetheless. There's a creeper behind me. No! Worked out well. So we're gonna ride down the mountain, one of my favorite Minecraft abilities. It's silly that you don't take full damage. In real life, you would have very strong back pain for a while. My back is hurting thinking about it, actually. But yeah, we're good. The iron golem can't climb a square dirt. Yeah, they can't climb dirt paths, which is very funny. Something haggis. Love haggis. I don't want bone-in haggis, though. How about you just eat a Minecraft skeleton? Yeah, actually, if people like their boned stuff so much, how about you just have a skeleton? Give me all that. Hey, David Solomano. Make pizza.
Make pizzas with a bone as the crust. I will gnaw on that.
But, you know, stuffed crust, but it's actually stuffed with a bone. That's an idea right there. That's, I would say, $1 billion idea, but like negative $1 billion, I think. I think that's an idea that we can use to lose a bunch of money. If anyone out there is thinking to themselves, hey, we found lava, by the way, it worked. I think. It could be one bit of lava. It could be, there's a village down there. I think that that's lava, though. We're going to the Nether, Internet. It took 54 minutes. Seriously, you've seen me go there in less than a day. Multiple times. When I'm on my PC with a high render distance. High render distances are OP. And low render distances are like... What's the term for that? Like, oh! Borderline Minecraft poverty, you know? So yeah, it's real hard to quickly open the inventory just to grab something. But it must be done. And I'm going to set up my bed just over here. I'm just going to immediately sleep in it. Pro tip, you might think if a mob is chasing you, you can't sleep. But you can as long as you're just far enough away that they probably won't interrupt you. Ooh, yeah. Day 4, Internet. And now I'm going to set up my... So where is the lava again? It was definitely here. Okay, it's over there. Now we're going to make sure we don't ruin all of this lava by setting up a crafting table and setting up a furnace. We need both of these things at some point. And we'll leave the furnace running with, like... Do I have anything left to cook, actually? I think I've done a good job at cooking my stuff. Wonderful. And I'll turn a lot of my hay into bread. Make a stack of it. And make a stack of it. 25 bread is just great. And it means I can use my other hay for surviving big falls in the Nether. Can't use water buckets there. And now I think we're ready to go. So, dirt there. Water there. Okay, there's obsidian below this, which is great. Now, this is the base what will become my Nether portal. So I think I place dirt up here. I do this slightly wrong every time, and it's funny. Because you'd figured I would learn by now. But just like people who think that bones are appropriate in human food, people who are borderline dogs also bake bread. It's fun how many achievements I'm looking for the first time on the Switch. One of the fun side effects of beating Minecraft is we'll see a lot of those as we go into different places. Okay, so now we can... Oh, if I place a block there, bad things will happen to me. But if I don't place a block there, bad things might happen to me still. Yeah, if I place it one block higher up, then I'll avoid bad things happening to me. Which I will do right now. I'll make an oddly tall Nether portal. Because I think that's the easiest way to avoid pain. Then we'll also do the same over here. And now I just need to move this somewhere. So if I move it one block right, it should work just fine. And now, please don't... I'm so worried there's going to be a zombie or a creeper or a skeleton just come out of nowhere. Knock me into this lava and destroy everything I've worked for. You know, it's like Minecraft is like life that way sometimes. And now we move the water and put it just, I know, in a hole here. And we're good. So, is green just the 1 year? Green is for, you get a green name immediately. And the green emerald cat, I believe. We've reconfigured the tiers. It used to be green was the highest you could beat. I think it was 1 year or 2 years. And then we had to add diamond and then netherite as tiers on top of that. If you're curious, we're talking about the channel membership. You become a green cat the moment you become a member, and there's other benefits after that. I had someone recently suggest, actually, you know, I'll jump into it later. Also, stellar job on the portal. Yeah, look at me. I didn't burn myself alive or my belongings, Internet. Can we take a moment to appreciate that? I think we should take a moment. Now I've got 14 steaks. I've got potential for more stuff on the way. I think I have everything that I need to do this. I just almost am not ready for it. I could make a helmet right now, but I have a theory that I might need another pickaxe or something. So instead I'll make a bundle. I'll dye that bundle red, and then I'll pick up just dumb stuff in the bundle that I know I'm not using soon. Like, am I using these items? No. Are they cluttering up my inventory? Yes. I got 2 grass blocks somehow. Was that Enderman? So just like keeping this bundle over here, gonna help me out a lot. So now, it's Nether time. Are you ready for this, internet? I'm not ready for this. It's my... I think the Nether went so poorly for me yesterday, I'm not convinced it can go well for me today. If you're curious what I'm drinking, by the way, I've got some more Tango Strawberry. I think it's my last can, which is a good sign. I have this real fear of running out of things. So the moment I get down to like 1 or 2 cans left of something, I start drinking something else. Also, we're at Bedrock Lair. I don't know how that happened, but this is bad. This is a bad thing, internet. If you've never experienced being at Bedrock Lair, let me show you why it's bad. See, what I'm hoping for right now. I'm hoping that I'm going to show you it's bad, and the game is going to make me look like an idiot, because it's not going to be bad, but then I don't have to deal with lava, which is good. So, oh no, I can't. I'm really not looking forward to coming up to the surface, internet. So yeah, pro tip, when you go into the Nether, also, did you set your spawn? Yes, I'm pretty sure I did. When you go into the Nether, go to your chat and type your coordinates. My coordinates are 54, 204, 6. So 54, space, 6, space, 204. If you have a dasher with you, you can use that too. It is usually the best method. But just by typing that in your chat and having it be there to like go check. I mean, it's behind me right now. There we go. Just having that there, it means you can never get lost in the Nether, which is nice. You're going to fall into water. Are we? Is it opposite day in your part of the world right now? Isn't the most disappointing thing about being an adult learning that there's no opposite day? By the way, okay. That lava is an angry snake coming to get me. So yeah, because I'm digging up right now, I'm below a lava pit, and most of the Nether at this lair is below a lava pit, which means we dig there, lava pit too. The solution to this is you just dig around a long time, and then you hope that there is not a lava pit. I guess actually I could dig closer towards 400, because that's where we know there's going to be structures in Minecraft tend to generate in particular areas, around about 256 on the X and Z coordinate. So we'll dig this way, close to 256, say 230 or so. And then we'll start digging upwards. And that's lava already. Okay, and then we'll go this way. Except we'll go this way towards X256 and see what works. Okay. Dasher even put the name of the coordinates. Also, what an OP spawn. I know, honestly, I like that we've gotten a bad world though. You know, it's useful because it shows. I think when people watch this back, you pick up more knowledge from seeing struggles than from seeing things go great. It's so what do I do about that? I guess we could just start digging this way. It's not ideal, but if it gets me somewhere, it gets me somewhere. We'll dig this way a bunch, and we're hoping to find a bit of the Nether where there's not a lava sea. Just like the overworld, where there's not always, you know, like, what is it? 1/3 of the land, one third of the Earth's surface is land. Oh God. 1/3 of the world's surface is land. It's something like an equivalent amount for the Nether. It's like most of that is a lava lake at Y32, but not all of it. And we're gonna find the not all of it bit. Oh no, we're gonna burn in lava is what's gonna happen. So now we'll turn back this way. See if maybe this achieves something for us. It's kind of a miserable time, and there's just not a lot you can do about it besides drink a fire resistance potion. But how are we gonna get a fire resistance potion? We could maybe use gravel and cleverly stack it up, but not without dying. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do it without dying. So we'll find out if there's lava directly above that. Yes, there is. Ouch. And as you can see, lava badly. I'm not sure I have a plan for the event where I get as locked in as I have right here. But we just keep going. The adversity is, again, it's useful to see, useful to learn from. And at least hopefully it is. Hopefully you're not like, yeah, I hate the adversity. I just want you to be in a Nether Fortress already, Mr. Cat. That's my formal name. But you can call me Andrew. So, this isn't a salvageable run. See, now, okay, now my life's goal is to prove you wrong. Whoa. Now I have to prove you wrong. So let's tunnel this way now. Eventually we'll stop being below a lava pit. And eventually we'll be able to dig up. I don't know when eventually it's coming. Okay. But soon, presumably. So maybe... maybe if we, like, look directly above here. Nope. No. Okay, so we've looked there now, too. I'll place a single dirt block just so it's clear that I've gone up. We could just assume... Okay, let's go somewhere lower down. And let's only start digging up once we get further away from this. Maybe we're below a lava lake and we're going to be for quite some time. Oh, dear God, there's piglins and I don't have any gold. Okay. Okay, so now that's going to trigger all his friends. Let's just burn them alive. I think they must have gone through the portal or something. So that's something fun to remember for the overworld. This is actually kind of fun. There's a little bedrock prison that they've trapped themselves in. So I'll just burn them alive. Yeah, goodbye, friends. Very lovely knowing you. Isn't it fun that these exist? If I got myself in that hole with no blocks, chat, I could soft lock my game. Yeah, on easy, I can't starve to death. Oh, that's really fun. We've got a... Do you want to soft lock yourself, internet? I don't think you should want to soft lock yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a bunch of digging down here. I'm gonna make a new pickaxe. I did say there was a chance I'd need it. This chance. This is that chance. And yeah, let's make a crafting table. Let's really try not to fall in that hole. And let's also try and find gold whenever we can. I think it spawns... I think it's like quite a high up ore usually. But we can hope for the best. So let's go this way. From the portal, just go as far this way as we can. And we'll only go up towards the ceiling and the lava once we're like a good 100, 200 blocks away. Yeah, what we could theoretically do is we could go look for diamonds and then move our portal somewhere else. I think that is the easiest way. Oh, is that way? Ancient debris, internet. I can't mine it with a pickaxe. That's cool, though. See, there are benefits to... If you have a longer term... That is crazy to... The amount of time I've spent desperately looking for this, and now I just find it by coincidence. Love that. Absolutely insane, but I love it. It's better if you make a new portal. Better is a relative term here, right? It's better if it takes me an hour to find lava to make a portal, and I can't move my portal, which is currently true, then this has to take an hour of time away from me before it becomes a worse decision, and it's not going to take an hour of time away from me. I think we're going to end up above the surface in a nice way very, very shortly. I think in the next 10 minutes or so, we're going to be forgetting about this whole situation. It's going to be a fun note of history of this world. It's what I'm hoping for. I don't know that it will be true, but I believe it will be true. And again, the adversity of seeing what to do in this situation is maybe useful for someone watching this. I've staked my whole channel on hopefully someone enjoys watching this, and it's worked for all these years. Let's hope it works for a few more. I think, what if you spend a lot more time getting out of here than die anywhere? Yeah, that is a risk too, but then I'll at least be close to where I died. So as long as it doesn't all fall in lava, which, you know, is a risk of this sort of a spawn, especially of these sorts of reflexes. Actually, that's a good reminder. let's replace this flint block with some netherrack. Good reminder. So I'm now going to start digging upwards towards about Y18, 19. And then I'm going to just dig in a straight line so that the lava won't chase me too far. If the lava does chase me, the furthest it can get is 8 blocks away. And now we start digging up from here. I'm going to use a dirt block as my block of choice here. Do I have pick block? Anyway, I'm going to... Oh, okay. This is good. We've gotten to Y24. No lava. The lava lake is at... Okay, yeah. The lava lake is at, like, Y32 or something. So it's not impossible that what just happens. But still, I have some positive feels. Oh, no. Okay. So that's bad. But again, you see that? Having the lava lake be limited is good. Move that netherrack block there, then move one there. And then we break this block and place a dirt block. So now, given that there was lava just here, I'm going to make the crazy decision of digging upwards towards the surface from here. Maybe we even go this way, right? And I don't... Okay, I hear piglins. If there's piglins on the surface, that means there's no longer... Yeah, if there's piglins on the surface, it means there's no longer lava, because piglins don't like lava. They die inside of it. And so far, that's turning to be true. Oh, internet, yes! Everyone said I should go back. And I felt the frustration that was causing that feeling. But yeah, here I am anyway. We're not actually quite through the layer yet, but I think right here the odds of it being 1 block deep. Hey! Regular nether biome! Yes! Yes. It's yes. So Dasher, this is the real coordinate I guess we really need to save in a nether like this one. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, because I've got so much netherrack, too much netherrack, just going to make a big tower. Place some funky blocks on top of the tower to make it clear that it's not natural generation. And let's take a peek. Oh, a bastion. Oh, it's a good bastion too. It's got the gold. Should we go for it? I don't have much iron pickaxe left. It should be enough to mine all that gold though. So now all I have to do is really make sure I don't have any unnecessary blocks. So take this, throw it away. Take flint. I like flint. I might need flint later. Take the flint, put it in the bundle. 35 magma, I can't see myself using that. 1 yellow wool, don't see myself using it. That way I've got more space for the weird, goofy things I'll pick up later. And now I can pretty comfortably... Oh no! Oh, where did he come from? Chat? Oh. That is why you should look up as well as down. That could have gone horribly wrong. So I'm just gonna crouch this way a little bit and jump far away. I need to get gold, actually. I think, I know I'm about to go to a bash... I guess, actually, I know where I'm getting gold. That's a solved problem. We got it sorted. Oh, yes, go for the gold. Yeah, it's dangerous, but the whole nether is dangerous once you really get down to it. And so, sorting out ender pearls early would be great. It means I'm less likely to need that flint, which is nice. But yeah, let's just work our way over there. What could go wrong? Literally, internet, tell me what could go wrong. I need a long list so I can prepare against it. Okay, so this is a very risky stack. Also, you can see how little of the nether is lava, but it feels like every bit of it when you keep hitting it. It's a frequency bias thing again. So do I have a pick block? I do have a pick block. It's on the up on my D-pad. This lava is going to burn me alive if I'm not really careful with it. So I'm going to put little guard railings around it to make sure I don't fall in. Chat, health and safety is important, even in the nether. I don't want to be having any OSHA violations. At least, you know, I don't have any OSHA violations. I was going to say, you know, maybe a couple would be good. But nope, that's not what you want to be hearing. So now we're going to just build all the way around it, a little 2 wide wall. So if I do get knocked by a piglin with a crossbow, it's not going to kill me. And now we start mining gold. Ideally, what would happen is a bunch of piglins would see that I'm mining gold and come after me. That hasn't happened. Also, there's a ghast coming, so I'm just going to build a roof to this too. Just something to give me protection against the wild we're in. I think some blackstone too would be good, because that would help me. It can't be blown up by ghasts, which makes it good for what we're doing here. Okay, so I really need to get some piglins interested in what I'm up to right now, but none of them seem to care. But I am prepared for the piglins not caring about me problem, because I've got a bow. So I'm just going to fire an arrow at that guy. Okay, so I've got to get the aim right. Oh, missed it. Come on! I swear that went right directly over his face. Okay, so I've got one piglin who's interested. And now we make a whole stack of gold. I should really turn some of this into armor, but let's just put it down on the ground. Wait, where'd he go? Internet, where's the piglin? Oh, he's... How do I make him... Okay. So we've got a ghast problem, and I've got... Okay, he's trading now. And every time he trades, every time he's trying to trade and I mine a gold block, he'll instantly trade. This is a great mechanic that is very useful, and we can use this to our advantage. So lots and lots and lots of gold. Hopefully we can get it all. Ooh, we're going to get very close to the end of this pickaxe. But hopefully not to the very end. That's 12 gold blocks, therefore, that I now have. And I can trade them when I find a good batch of piglins like this guy, which is just great. Yeah, I think things are going more than just great right now, actually. I'm now also ooh, shiny. Is that for bartering with a piglin? I think I'm going to make some gold armor now. I don't have that much wood left with me, but I'm in a wood biome, so it's fine. I'm going to make just gold boots. The bare minimum thing. Or maybe gold boots and a helmet if I need to just use up this stack. Yeah, it gives me a little bit of extra protection too. So gold boots, gold helmet. And we're going to see if this guy gives any ender pearls. He's going to throw them in my direction, I think. Yeah, he's made a nice little pile over here. Do you see any ender pearls in that pile? Internet. Oh, there are ender pearls. Yeah, perfect. This is going... Oh, and there's a hoglin who's maybe just killed my piglin. Yeah, I think he might have just... Okay. I'll pick up the gold ingots. I'll carry on my trade later. Yeah, let's go pick up those ender pearls. So how many ender pearls do we get? We're at 3 now, which is good. Now I just need to do something with all the junk that we've just picked up. 1 mangrove plank isn't going to stay. 3 ender pearls can go... Actually, I'll keep the ender pearls as a stack on me, just so I can always pick them up. But the 16... Yeah, I'll keep the 16 gold ingots too, actually. Probably keep the 16 gold ingots on the hotbar, even I'd go as far as to say. And now that means that when I need to... yeah, you know, we got gold. I don't need to stay here. I don't need to stay here at all. Should we just get out of this? Yeah, and the other piglins besides the ones that know that I've hurt their friend aren't going to care about me. So I can get a whole bunch of trading done very quickly. If I can just find a group of them close together, which is easy to do. This is the Nether. Ooh, there is also a chest in this place, and it's a really valuable chest. But I think I pushed my luck enough by getting gold. I think with bastions, you need to accept you've had a win, and rather than going for an extra win, just say, look, I've got a big enough... You know, it's like winning the lottery. So many lottery winners start playing the lottery again. It's like, no, you've won. You're out. It was already a poor decision to put that much money in. That's been justified by, you know, the vibes and the dreams. But winning the lottery again is not gonna do much for you. I guess it's like arguably like the only financial planning that's ever worked for them. So let's get a bunch of piglins over here, and then let's get these guys involved too. So a little gold trail from there to here, and that way we can trade all of this very, very quickly and get things like, is that a lava potion? I think that was a lava fire resistance potion. Yeah, very, very good stuff. And then we could make a chest to store this all in, but if we do that, we'll upset the piglins. So instead we just sit... Oh, actually, we need to... Oh, no, no, come back, guys. Come back. Come back, everyone. There we go. So we're just looking for ender pearls and maybe arrows. I guess arrows are good. Yeah, we'll go for arrows too. Sure, why not? And we'll just trade the entire stack in. I have no need for extra gold. Actually, no, you need to keep some gold for trading, potentially. So I'll keep half of a stack in here, and I'll trade the rest over here. This is a lot more piglins than I was expecting to come into. And it's great because it means I get all of their goodies. Lava potion sounds fun. Lava potion. Okay, so obsidian is great, by the way. That is really good news. We're picking it up. I would like a lot of obsidian because then I can get back to the overworld without having to go to my sad portal, or even I can use it to find the end portal better. That might be good. So. Strawberry Fanta. Sorry, Strawberry Tango hitting the spot. Hey, hoo, wow! All of that had no ender pearls for a while. Now I've got 9, plus the one in here, chat. 10 ender pearls is very, very good. Very, very, very good. It's so good, I'm thinking of just going back and putting them in a chest. So that even if I die, the pearls are safe, right? Because they are by far... They're more valuable than me. My life... my Minecraft life. You know, my real life too. If I had the ability to throw an item and instantly teleport people, I think the value of a life has been determined at like $7-point-something million. Probably a bit more of inflation. So I think those ender pearls would be worth more than me. Also, I have to kill this guy later to get his boots. So we'll do that real quickly soon. For now, I think we're gonna throw away. We need to pick something to throw away. I've got a messy inventory. I would like to get a few more pearls out of it. I would also like to get a few more blocks of obsidian. I'm at 7. 7 is just painfully not enough to... Okay, come on. Just painfully not enough to build a portal out of. If I find a ruined portal in the Nether, I could do something with it, but... Still no fun, right? Still no fun. Hey, Toycat, could you tell me what you record and edit your videos with? I use Streamlabs OBS, to be honest. It used to feel janky and weird to me, like non-professional, but it's one of the easiest ways to have it. I used to have to like manually link my audio and my video together, and every single one of my editors uses a different editing program, because it's not what the program is that matters, it's what you do the editing in the program. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a bunch of string, sure. I want to pick up iron nuggets. There's many of these that exist. That's 64 iron nuggets, wow. So then we're gonna make a crafting table for sure. Okay, I need to... I'll drop that on the ground. Make the crafting table. Then make 7 ingots. Then go pick up some more nuggets. How many more nuggets were there? 8. Okay, so... I was expecting to make so much iron, but not really. But that still means I can make some leggings now. Which is good. Everyone loves leggings. I mean, sometimes never athleisure is an important category to internet. So I'm hoping to find a nether fortress if we go this way, but I'm not feeling that good about it. Hello, says Leanne Vandermeer. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing on this fine Friday? This fine Friday, if you will. I'm doing very, very well. I think I finally hit this zen of like, you know, all of these semi-poor decisions I've made recently have like lined up. Like I mentioned, like I didn't want to book any travel until after I knew all the Minecraft stuff was done. And I was thinking like, oh no, they're gonna get this Minecraft update done super early. It's gonna make me look real silly. I'm gonna regret it. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. You know, and then with the delay happening, I'm like, yes. You know, betting against things happening on time hasn't gone that wrong for me before, and it's now on a winning streak again. So yeah, we're gonna go make a chest, and I'm just gonna put my ender pearls in it. There's 10 ender pearls. It's basically enough to do anything I want to do, especially if I put the lava with it. So that is a brute, by the way. I need to just, I don't know what I need to do about that, but I need to run very fast in the other direction. Okay. Ooh, okay. I've got this if I need it. The hay bale will save my life. Also, I didn't realize how. Okay. It's chill. I've got a bunch of arrows, so I can just pull off one of those. Get a nice return to sender if I want to. Get another one in there. Perfect. Now it's just the Hoglin and the Piglin Brute to deal with. Is the Piglin Brute still coming? No, he's not. Oh, we got a saddled Strider. That's fun. Take real advantage of that. But my goal isn't to do it. Instead, I'm going to find my big tower. Chat, do you see it? It's funny, I put so much work into the tower and I literally cannot see it. But then we just go down into the ground into a safe spot. Like here, let's say. And I'm going to place my chest with all of my ender pearls. I think this is being a little bit overcautious. But, you know, I've lost more before. I'm just going to put my ender pearls in there. And maybe like a stack of Netherrack. Yeah, I think that's like a reasonable... And the soul sand, you know, I don't need that. Future me might need it, but current me certainly doesn't. And then while we're here, because we're back in the red wood biome anyway, let's pick up some of this. So I think you can find warp fungus sometimes in the Crimson Forest, right, chat? Am I mistaken in thinking that like... Yeah, you can. Okay. Which means I have a fun idea ahead of me now. Okay, chat, do you know what my idea is? You better know what my idea is, because it's going to be fun, it's going to be mildly reckless, and it's entirely okay. Yeah, okay. So here is my idea, for anyone who hasn't caught on yet. So step one is to make myself a crafting table. Yes, I have too many crafting tables in this world. Yes, that is who I am. I can't change it. Then we make a fishing rod. Then we make a fishing rod. But get this, with a piece of warp fungus at the end. Then we do a little bit of murder, just the tiniest bit of murder. Okay, and then we get on the Strider. Let me on. There we go. And now look at this. We're going for a ride. So this is usually considered wildly dangerous behavior. But I have a bow with all the arrows anyway. I've got a full steak container. I've put away my most valuable item. And so actually, pretty chill time we're going on, I think you'll find. I could go this direction, but I should probably go that direction. But we'll go this one first. And we can also feed the Strider, make it go super fast. This is one of the cutest things in Minecraft. And the new craftable saddle makes this even easier. But I got perfectly lucky. Okay. So we have to run fast and not get aghast. I'm just looking for any sign of a fortress, by the way. Any sign whatsoever. And now you're starting to see how when you spawn below this ocean, it just feels endless. Lava, Strider. Everything that starts with lava can be made into a Jack Black jingle. It is factually true. So we'll take him out of the water, and I'm hoping that he stays around. He doesn't go that fast on land, but this is a pretty chill biome, so I don't need him to go that fast. Strider's one of the best additions to the game. They're so cute and useful. I think the Strider's power is going to be unlocked with craftable saddles and Chase the Skies. I think that's what's going to happen. To be totally honest with you, it's going to be the magical event. Craftable saddles aren't as fun as old saddles. Oh, hot tourist destination. There's no way I've been to all the Nether biomes. I haven't been to a Basalt Delta. Oh no, the Basalt Delta was where the Ghast was. Wow, I have been to all the biomes. It's so easy to be a tourist when you have a good form of transport. Okay, I'm gonna die, chat. Okay. All I have to do is crouch. Okay, and then... That's 2 hits. Where is he now? There he is now. Okay, no Ender Pearl, but no death. And only 2 hearts lost. So yeah, we found basically every way of... We got emeralds, we got gold. We have every single possible way of making things good. And I'm kind of liking this. And honestly, actually, if we just get more warp fungus, We could make more of these fishing rods easily. So maybe this is the way around the Nether. Let's go for it. Sure, why not? This is an example of the Nether update paying dividends all this time later. Still one of the best updates. You've got this. Thank you, Dasher. The shadow on the Strider is so weird without VV. Are we gonna get to that point soon, Pout, where we're like, oh yeah, literally everything in Minecraft just looks weird? I guess actually, I to this day, I still feel weird about I still feel weird about okay. Ooh. Yeah, to this day, I'm still feeling very weird about the old totem, the old glass texture. Have you seen the old totem, internet? It's something wild to behold. I'm just gonna quickly check, see if today's video is going okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the Nether update is one of the best ones ever. That's high praise, Tyler Kavauskas. It's correct high praise. Good to see you, by the way, Tyler. Hope you're doing great. Oh no! Wait, what? What? This is not how Striders are supposed to work. Someone has made a mistake somewhere. I would like to file a complaint. I'm actually quite ready to deal with it. That's not what you want. I'm guessing I fell into the lava and it's not equipped to deal with that correctly. But yeah, let's try and get... I think actually this is the weakness of the Strider. It can only get you to the surface of places. You can't really look around the deeper bits. Which is fine. I could explore the rest of this by foot. I'm going to put the Strider in a hole though. I don't want to lose him. So we'll just dig him a nice little hole. And we'll just ask him nicely to go in the hole. Just please sit in the hole. Okay, there we go. And now the Strider only gets out when I say he gets out. Perfect. Okay, so this is my Strider. We will have to come back for him. He has been a valuable part of my run. Thank you very much. And now we'll just replace my wheat with bread, or my steak with bread, because I might be going on a bit of an adventure. I don't have a pickaxe, which is borderline disastrous. Actually, I've got the iron. I made leggings instead, like a fool. So let's now bridge up over the top of this lava. Make a nice little staircase that hopefully leads us to good things. Minus 47, Strider hole. Lava. Hole. It doesn't work. Has to be 2 syllables. 2 lava syllables. It's I'm not gonna keep going. Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's been really interesting to see the development of the Minecraft movie meme thing. I wonder if it's one of those like short-lived memes, or if it's one that like now. You know, I think memes are like very. Oh hey! Look what we found! Amazingly. At minus 64, it goes against exactly what I was just saying about them tending to congregate around 256 or so. And I've got enough arrows that I can just do this, right? I've got 59 more arrows. So I'm just going to shoot any mobs that try to shoot me. That is my plan. Let's see if it works. I'm going to make a nice little stack up here. I've got all the netherrack blocks in the world, so I can literally afford to just do this. I keep making dumb mistakes like that with my bridging, though. And there's a skeleton up there, which I don't want to be in direct conflict with. So what we're going to do is we're going to build to the top here. And then once we do, we're going to run away so the skeleton despawns. So I need to build a block here, and a staircase block there, and over there. And that should do well enough. And is there a skeleton? That's a wither skeleton. There's a blaze behind it, to be fair, but I've just made a path for the wither skeleton to get to me. Not a big fan of that one. Not a big fan of that whatsoever. So let's now just run away, let the mobs despawn, and then come back when everything's fine. Or in fact, actually, so let's do return to center, chat. I haven't done it yet. Let's get a nice return to sender in. Okay, wait. Oh, actually, wait, is this a blaze spawner? Oh, okay, please, blaze. Make my life easy. Make my life as easy as you can. Yeah, I guess I have done... No, I can't have done Return to Sender already. I guess it took a while for bread to show up. Maybe it'll take a while for this too. We're gonna have to put down some blocks just to make sure nothing else comes over here. But obviously we need to be able to get out. And then we need to potentially worry about ghasts. But I'm so well stacked and equipped that it's not a big stress. This is the most dangerous area of the fortress. Beautiful spawn. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, how fortresses should look. Like, sometimes you find them in really weird locations, buried in a cave above a lava pit or something. This is how it's meant to be, in my opinion. You know, in Mojang's view, in my opinion, this is the intended way for it to be. Okay, so let's get back in there. Try not to let them hit me. My sword has plenty of XP. Oh, my sword has plenty of stuff. Also, smart fire resistance. Do I have multiple fire resistance? I do. Let's use the splash. Right here. Hey, into fire. Okay, now if they also return to sender. So it's weird. Achievements are quite delayed, but we're still getting quite a few of them, which is great. Oh, the achievement overslept, says Gubarian. Yeah, the achievement was just taking a long nap. Who can blame him? Okay, so... Yeah, actually, yeah, I don't have to worry about anything to do with the blazes right now. Fire at me. See how that goes for you. Promise you it won't be good. So there's no blaze over there. I'll go get him. Yeah, fire at me. Yeah, I love it. Oh, yeah. Being able to neuter the worst mob in the, you know, like, mid-game. Absolutely OP. Look at me, I'm just standing on fire right now. Have I picked up any blaze rods? Just free. Not as many as I'd like. So we'll drop these on the ground now. And hello. Free of you. Oh, they can still punch me. Okay, so they still have damage. Just not that big damage. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting way fewer blaze rods than usual. Like, free. But it's chill. I've got... I don't know how to look at mob effects on Switch. I know how to emote. I can clap. Look at this. I don't know how to see how long my fire resistance lasts. It's more than 7 seconds, but that isn't very specific. So I'm glad the blaze didn't see me, but I'm not glad that he's not dropping a fire rod. Oh wow, that ghast started firing, then despawned. Works for me, I guess. Oh no, my fire resistance is running out. This is exactly what I feared might happen. So that's very bad. So he's gonna fire on me. Oh. So now we can make a couple of these. Just easily get my way in and out. And we'll stand in the corner once more. Just 3 or maybe 4 more blaze rods, and we'll be good to go, I think. It was a terrible decision to make the potion effect a separate screen for the inventory in Bedrock. I don't get why they did it. It just wastes a button. How? You know why they did it. Think in your heart. Whenever it comes to Minecraft... It's alright. Whenever it comes to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and they make a weird decision that makes no sense logically, there's only 2 explanations. One of which is, I don't have a Microsoft logo around me, and the other of which is very, very plain to see for most people. You know, I still don't get it though. I think at some point, I would like Minecraft to concede that they probably make more money from people on consoles than they do from people on phones. And so at some point they need to concede that Minecraft Bedrock is the console edition that you happen to be able to play on your phone and your PC, rather than the phone edition that you happen to be able to play on your console. This is my vision, this is my goal as a channel. Every time I speak to any Mojang employee who has any say in the business end of things, it is all I push, it is all I want. But yeah, also money. But like, it does, I mean like, if you really step back and think about it though, there's no money to be made in making a poor inventory decision. So you can't even explain it around that way, right? You can't even be like, oh, why is the inventory broken? Because money? It's like, well, you probably make more money with a fixed inventory. It's like saying, why is the ice cream machine at McDonald's always broken? It's like, well, actually, money is one of the reasons it should be fixed. If the ice cream machine at McDonald's was always working, I would buy more ice creams. I wouldn't worry about, should I go to McDonald's for an ice cream? Nah, I bet it's probably broken. I would just be like, let's go. I want a McFlurry. How about I go to the McFlurry place and get one? Please don't burn me. I'm amazed that I didn't get burnt there. Oh, and then another one spawned. Whew. Okay, so that is 6. Only 6? Chat, I feel like I've killed 14 million blazes. And I don't know how I got 6 blaze rods from it. My sword is literally about to collapse into nothingness. Okay, let's go. Like, I'm gonna have to start rationing out the hits. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I need at least a 7th blaze rod. 6 is really cutting it thin. 7 is just gonna make my life so much easier for me. Come on! Just one. How do I have... I feel like Minecraft Switch is really living into its console heritage by giving me console edition drop rates. IBX Toycat, are you going to try the YouTube comments XP thing? What is YouTube comments XP thing? I haven't heard about it. I think some... Is it one of those weird A/B chests for some channels? If you ever see a feature, especially live streaming on YouTube, it's something they do a lot of testing, where some users get it and some users don't. But yeah, I've not heard of YouTube XP. What is it? Tell me about it. I want to learn. Because, you know A/B thumbnail testing? Weirdly enough, this is the craziest, funniest thing in my opinion. So A/B testing is where you use 2 groups of tests. One with one choice, one with another. It's really, really prevalent now because it's the easiest way to test if something is good. Rather than rolling out something and not being sure, with A/B testing you can be absolutely sure, which people love. Who doesn't love certainty? In this world of chaos, who doesn't want to just see something that just makes sense? But, conversely, what's funny about it is A/B testing for thumbnails is quite controversial because it means you can... You don't get the best thumbnail, you get the most clickable thumbnail. Which for a YouTuber, when especially making a living is your goal, which it probably is the same thing. But what's funny is they rolled out A/B testing for thumbnails in an A/B fashion. They let some channels have it and some channels not. And I was in the B group without A/B. I was in the B group of A/B testing for a long time, and I thought that was funny. There's a badge for top yapper in chat. It's definitely you, Dasher, isn't it? There's no way it's anyone else. Congrats, unless it is someone else. You know, congrats to you anyway, Dasher. Who's a very good yapper? You're a very good yapper. Cause who's a very good yapper? It's probably the person from Russia. Yapper and Russia kind of rhyme. I need A/B testing for my chat messages. Oh, David, I think I was in the B group on this one. I got the bad message. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the A version is eventually, though. You know, I would love to. I think A/B testing really does ask the question that we all secretly want to answer, or not answer. I guess A/B testing answers the question we all secretly have deep inside our hearts. Do you see my big tower, internet? I don't see my big tower. Although I see the never wastes it. Like, haven't you ever wanted to go back in time and be like, what would have happened if I did this thing differently? I feel like it's impossible to go your life and not have a moment where you're like, man, that was a big decision, and I feel like I made it wrong. What if I made it right instead? You know, it feels hard not to have those. This feels insulting. Thanks. Hello, it is me. I am Big Yappa. I come from country of Russia. I talk very much. It helped with my English. Now I speak 700 words. Let me share my favorites. Xylophone. Sorry, that's my best. Oh man, let's talk about this Colombian woman. Oh yeah, David. Okay, you know, tell me about this Colombian woman, David. Also, do you mean Colombian as in from the country Colombia, or Colombia as in from the spiritual way to refer to the United States? Although I guess really North America, because there's a British Columbia too, right? Although maybe it's British Columbia because Columbia means... You know, anyway, the point is... As by the way, Dan Marsh says, as a Russian I was friendly with beat me in a poker hand, so I called him Mbitchevich. He laughed. Yeah, he laughed, and then he made note in his list of enemies. He'll be coming back for that. So my tunnel is my tunnel is way far away from here. Is 204 on the Z. This looks like it's the same place, but it's not. It looks like the same place entirely. Okay, chat. So my plan of beating Minecraft so far has actually gone pretty chill. I have to say that now, because things could start going not chill. So zoom, 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 zoom. If I fall in the lava, I've got to remember to drink the fire resistance potion in time. Oh, here's the bastion. I really want to go into the bastion chest, chat. I really want to go in. But again, the risk reward just isn't there. I'm going to be just fine without it, but I might not be fine if I do. Another time, sir, another time. The country is in South America. Oh, that's sad. I mean, you know, I feel like on the internet, the only Colombian women I learn about are from the country in South America that have moved to the country in North America. I think there's a funny thing about because so much of the world's media is American, that like a lot of what you hear about other countries is from their expats that go to the United States. You know, like if you tell me to picture a Colombian woman, I picture that one streamer from Colombia. And like she sounds American, right? She doesn't sound Latina. Does she speak Spanish? I don't know. They should make a Bedrock UI look like console UI. I feel like most of the LCE UI would look nice on mobile. Yeah, the craziest decision, the worst business decision even. Hey, we got someone playing Mario Kart. Well, great game. The craziest business decision that Mojang made, well, Microsoft made when they bought Minecraft, was rather than bringing Bedrock, the Pocket Edition, up to console standards, and then bringing both games forwards from there. You know, think about it in this way. If they had done it that way, and we still had minigames, for example, there would be millions of Pocket Edition players buying battle minigame maps at $5 a pop. And I think on top of just the, you know, like, I don't know, like, on top of the fact that they would have felt like they're playing a real game. I think one of the hardest sells for people playing, oh, the piglins were here, I forgot about them. But they forgot about me, which is the good news. So, yeah, it's nighttime internet on day 6, but I'm going to make it daytime on day 7. And I'm going to hope, wait, actually, where did I sleep? I remember my bed was quite far away, surprisingly. Let's go. Oh, there's monsters nearby. So I'm going to use the last of my sword here. Come on, last of my sword. Just get into bed. Come on, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Would you rather suffer the consequences of the life of small bad decisions or just one big bad decision? I think you could argue one big bad decision is, like, once you get to big enough decisions, you start to get... Okay, so by the way, that is a cool pickaxe. I know. There was a water bottle. That would have been really useful for earlier when I had the witch hut. So, yeah, moss, dark oak, spruce, melon seeds. Yeah, I don't think I want any of this. I think cherry logs would be cool. Yeah, I think I should trade for the... No, I'm not going to trade for cherry oak. What I am going to go and do is make my first IF Ender. Yeah, I'll make 2. Let's treat ourselves. Chat, we're going on a journey. We're going on a journey. Sorry for sounding like Rick from Rick and Morty. I'm going to throw my IF Ender, and we're going to measure where it goes relative to east. So it's going about... So where I'm right now is 1755, 460. Where the Ender Pearl landed is 1757, 472. So for every 6 blocks it goes forwards, it goes 2 blocks, 1 block right. 12 blocks forwards, 2 blocks right. That's a 6-to-1 ratio, which means I should aim to go to about X 1000, Z 2000. That's the sort of direction I should be aiming for. And if I find a village and find other stuff along the way, that's nice. I should take my bed with me. But it's okay, I'll pick up another one. I know that, I happen to know this way has a bed anyway. And if it doesn't, I'll shear some sheep or something. Kill the trader for a milk bucket. You know, since I'm not playing super flat, I can be a little bit less monstrous. Let's not commit murder, just so I can have a milk bucket. Also, since we're about to go to the end, I'm going to re-flip out for steak. And I'm also going to get myself a bit more steak. Pro tip, if you need steak but you're short on time, why not cook your steak at the same time you kill it? Very useful pro tip. People don't remember this one, but it's useful. Yeah, let's go for a beeline. Maybe not a beeline because there's a mountain there actually. Although that mountain was where my village was. But yeah, chat, I've been one of my like most recent tasks in life has been trying to again understand that people I like changes. But also there are some changes you don't like, right? Some changes I don't like. I'm broadly someone who like is open to experiences. And so trying to work out like, okay, everyone likes having new experiences. Like, you know, the very idea of a theme park is you go to a place and you feel really weird and different for a bit. And then you go, wow, wasn't that a fun day? I'm glad I spent £45 to be there. And so, like, given that there are places that are wildly popular with everyone loves to go there. But yeah, you know, if you are someone like, do you want to do this weird, scary thing? There's like a deep built-in anxiety to people that makes them go, probably not, actually. So yeah, there's a chance that this is the right village, by the way, because I followed the right angle and ended up here. So I'm going to now throw an eye offender again. See where it takes me. Oh! Man, chat, this has been the easiest village find ever. I had such a hard time finding lava, such a hard time finding the fortress, but such an easy time going to the stronghold, it looks like. So I don't have enough lava to make, or enough iron to make a pickaxe, but I do have enough lava to make some food. So let's just get that food in there, cook it nice and good, make sure the food doesn't uncook itself. There we go. So that should be me sorted on that front. As far as iron goes, it'd be great if there was a blacksmith here, but since there's not, we'll just start digging down. Although actually, I need to make sure I sleep in a bed here, and then bring a bed with me down below. So this is my right now bed. Actually, wait, I'll make this my right now. Oh no, that's great. This is a bed for the future. And so we didn't waste a single eye offender. Yeah, feeling real smug about myself right now, chat. Let's see how that goes when we're fighting the Ender Dragon, though. So, drop that. Drop that. Oh, actually, I might... That's my last stack. I think I do want that. So, let's drop that. Drop that. And drop that. And let's start digging. So, yeah, we could make a big, elaborate ladder system down. But I think I don't need to actually come back here necessarily. So what I might just do is do the classic dangerous dig strategy. Okay, so we're going to make a iron shovel. Should have already made one already, to be honest with you. We'll make an iron shovel, because you never know what you're going to come across. We'll make a stone pickaxe. Let's be honest, we're going to need 2 if we're doing that much digging. And then we'll put the sticks away in here. Yeah, let's go do this. Did that villager put himself in a pen? That villager saw the way the winds were blowing in this village, and he went, look, I am farm animal. Hello, it is me. Oh, sorry, Dazed messages. Oh, Dazed and Confused. What is your message? Happy birthday. Now you're after never. The XP chat thing is a feature where you get XP for commenting and super chats. It shows the top 50 chatters in stream. So yeah, I don't have that feature. I have the ability to turn on timestamps and reactions and moderation activity. Oh, I guess that's to show it in my chat. Yeah, I don't have the ability to turn that on. I'll quickly confirm as we dig down. Again, nothing could go wrong here. But if we look down real quick, you can... Yeah, I don't have those options. So YouTube is A/B testing. Or maybe they just don't like me. Or maybe they specifically do like whoever has those. But yeah, nowhere on my stream do I have that option. And I think I'm... I think I used to be one of YouTube's bigger live streamers. I think nowadays they made a bigger push, so I'm probably like in the top 1,000. High IQ villager. Yeah, that's a high IQ move right there for sure. Do you have a sword? I don't. I should have made a sword and not a shovel. Yep, my mistake. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a hay bale down here, and now we're gonna move the blocks over to here. Our little 2 blocks down, just to make sure that I can continue to fall safely. So by crouching in the middle of 2 blocks, chat, you can dig down without ever falling into something bad. Pro tip. Oh god, chat can see my activity. IBX Toycat. On Bedrock, it's impossible to use the mace with Netherite armor because of Windburst not working with Netherite, only on Bedrock. Oh, that's real goofy. Also, it's good to see you, Days of Danny. Oh, hope you're doing great today. This is weird. How is it so light in here, by the way? I guess there's a direct skylight. In Vibrant Visuals, this would never happen. Yeah, super spooky. It might be something to set up at the start, or like you said, it's not fully out yet. Yeah, on my last stream before I leave, which is probably tomorrow, I'll give it a look, give it a little peek. It's just for him to see. You can turn it on the view of his chat. Yeah, apparently, smallest cave I've ever seen, says Bearded Man, whereas Woe says perfect cave. See, the duality of chat strikes again. I think I'm going to combine both my shields, by the way. I'm going to waste a little bit of shield, but the odds of me needing all that shield, quite low. But it's going to be handy anyway. And then I'll put my bones in here. Yeah, that's the right move, I think. I've got a weird number of planks so that I can make 1 more crafting table, and that's it. I think I just need to find some iron in this stronghold. Quite desperately. So, keep on heading down. Keep on believing. And hopefully, chat, we find a stronghold down here. The worst bit about this is you can dig all the way down to... Oh, okay, this is a cave. See any sign of a stronghold, internet? You seeing it? I'm going to fall onto a hay bale. Just in case there's something dangerous. And now we're going to go looking. We're going to take just a peek around. Could be nothing down here. But we could see our little sign of a stronghold. So that's iron. Do I have my furnace on me? I don't. I could easily make a furnace with all the stone I've got. But let's just peek around first. See if there isn't any sign of some mossy stone bricks. Some regular stone bricks. Or even if you see like a weirdly sized hole in a cave. That can be a sign of something. So I don't need a sword when I've got one of these, chat. What about you? Yeah. Look at this. Oh, I'm going for a kill feed right now, internet. Oh my god, oh my god, I got a triple. All no scopes too, if you'll believe it. So down there, you know, it feels silly not to go for the it feels silly not to go for the iron. If it is hanging out right here, and also is allowing me to get down safely. So okay, let's chill. Let's pick up just a few more bits of iron so I can make a pickaxe and a sword. If we could. Oh no, I'm not able to pick this up. I've got 2 full of an inventory. Okay, so that's 2 iron. That's not enough for a pickaxe and a sword. I think we should just keep digging down. I think this was a nice diversion. But I don't think it is leading me to glory. There's a lot of iron in here though. That could be worth going for. Especially if I get enough iron to make an anvil. I just ran into that zombie. Just ran right into him. Yeah, you know, it'll be fine. Let's just keep digging down. Digging down was a strategy that worked. These caves are an unknown. They could take me anywhere. No, not the 5 granite. Now, why use your fixed shield? Oh, let's put that in, by the way. Mum, get the camera. See, it's fun, Dasher. That there is just a subsection of the internet for whom that is permanently built into their brains. Glad that includes you, apparently. Okay, so we keep going down, I think. Place a few torches around so that nothing surprises us. And now let's keep going. I think the stronghold could be like deep below 0, to be fair. So it is worth... Oh, I have a shovel for a reason. I've got to be willing to use it in moments like these. Yeah, look at this. This iron shovel, maybe not able to get a sword. Really good decision. Really good decision, chat. Is there enough iron in this cave for full iron armor? Yeah, 100% there is. 100% there is. But yeah, chat, I've been trying to work out why it is that some people like new experiences, and I think there's like, there's like the right level of information to provide about everything. Everyone, you don't need, like, I have friends, I think actually, funnily enough, I have my, I think my brother is one of those people who loves to, like, plan everything down to the hour. Like, this is what we are doing, this is the point of us going somewhere, this is the plan. Everyone knows exactly down to the minute what's up, and all of our plan is here together. Whereas, you know, a lot of, like, things in life are actually quite variable. You know, a lot of people at least find their life is, you know, like you might want to do something, but then your emotions change in the minute. Which then I think is an interesting debate about what's more important to do, chat? What you wanted to do at the start of the day, or what you want to do now? I think that's like the hardest balance to find in life. If you do what you want to do in the minute, every single second, you'll end up miserable. If you do what you want to do at the start of the day every day, you'll end up probably wildly successful, but also wildly miserable in a different way. What are the purple crits? It's meant to be when you attack someone with an enchanted weapon, but an iron shovel with no enchantments shouldn't be giving them. And yet it is. Shovel the dragon to death. Yeah, I can shovel the dragon to death. Who's to say I can't? No one good should be to say I can't. If we do make it down to Bedrock, we'll just make a... Yeah, I'm starting to worry we're never going to find this, I am starting to worry we're not going to find it now, chat. If we make it down to Bedrock without finding the stronghold, then I'll start digging up in a diagonal line. Because if you don't know what Y layer it's at, you really are going to struggle. But that's life, right? Wait, did you hear about shooting the dragon with a projectile in his head while he's in the Bedrock portal? Makes your damage more damaging. Yeah, you get double damage because you join his two hitboxes together in a way that is slightly confusing to everyone, including the people who found the bug. And it's one of the few Bedrock bugs that has been allowed to stay, either because they don't know how to fix it, or because, you know, Mojang appreciates the speedrunning community. No idea which one it is. So this cave could lead us somewhere. It's deep enough that if we don't see something in this cave, we probably aren't finding our stronghold. So yeah, the purple critical hearts again. Maybe all critical hearts are just purple now. Maybe that's just our new reality that we live in. So let's take out our 3 sticks. Oh no, I hate you. I hate you, zombie. Inventory management is hard enough on the Switch as it is. Oh, I can't see anything. Where am I? Oh, I hate this. I hate this a lot. Okay. I don't have a weapon. I don't have light. I just have 3 guys from different angles all attacking me, making me unable to heal. Please, someone attack someone else. Please. Or even just attack yourself. Just please, just come on. I'm having a bad time. If you could just do me a favor. Do me a solid here. Okay. Okay, he's dead. Okay, now we eat. And we're gonna make some torches. That was needlessly complicated. Okay, so I don't know how you take things out of a bundle. On Switch, I'm having a hard time. So A is take. No, A is not take. Y is take from bundle. Y. Okay, and then we'll make some torches. And then we'll move this up over here somewhere. I don't know where we should move it. Every slot is filled, chat. I need to replace Now I can put my torches. God, I hate bundles when they're full. Okay, now I can pick up the bundle. Okay, it worked. Oh my god. It's so hard doing stressful inventory management on a Switch because everything being reversed is really easy in the best of times. I can have a translation there in my brain that's like, when want to do A, do B instead. But I think when things get stressful, your brain can't do low-level commands anymore. It's too busy focusing on that high-level command that you're stressed about. It's the same. I think that's why a lot of people like don't eat when they're stressed, and then when they do eat, they just eat the simplest thing that's in front of them. Like your body goes into low-level or high-level mode and stops being able to do the other one. Maybe that's me talking too much like a computer nerd. But I think it's crazy when you really get down to it, that like it really helps you understand your own body to realize, like, everything that you're watching right now and doing on your computer, and that your computer is doing in the background, and that the fact that your dishwasher works when you send a message script from an app. You take it for granted that all those layers are there, but like, there is a physical thing happening somewhere in the electricity that is being sent by some data, and all of those layers just know what they are doing, and they create something that seems magical. And I think the human brain is like that too. I think the human brain is so many different layers that come together to make something that is just bizarre. Bundles need a different UI. I used the Java mod that made it consistent with other containers, and it's so much nicer. Oh, Pat, what's the name of the Java mod? I'm not going to use the Java mod, but I'd love to look at it to see how bundles could be better. I think we're just going to dig down a little bit more. I don't think we're going to find the stronghold, but I think we should dig down to know that the stronghold isn't down here. And then we'll work out what to do from there. This pickaxe is definitely not suited for the environment we're in. You know, I'm not suited for the environment we're in. And I can't even make more sticks because I've got so few. Oh yeah, I've got myself in a real pickle. If I could just find the stronghold though, a lot of my problems would go away. So, Minecraft, if you're listening, just tell me where the stronghold is. I won't hold it against you. I'll hold it against you if you don't tell me, I guess. How's that for a promise? So yeah, nowhere around here is there a sign of a stronghold. I'm going to place a torch and then another torch, and I'm going to grab them back. Ah, okay, this was not what I was going for at all. So, oh, gotta really hammer them. So I need, oh. Weird. So I'm going to drop those on the ground, pick up this torch, put it down on the top there, make sure nothing can spawn, and gunpowder, and a single piece of bread. Yeah, that was worthwhile right there, chat. So, yeah, I found a type of structure. It's not the one I was looking for, but I was looking for one that had a mob spawner in, so sort of does it. The solution is a diagonal staircase. Yeah, that's what I've kind of concluded is the right move. We have to go all the way down just to be sure. Oh, I want the torch. I really want the torch. Actually, I can use fire charges, and I can use Nevrac. This is my alternative to torches temporarily. It will probably have to be good enough. I hope. So we place that down, and we just light it on fire. Boom. Okay, so my pickaxe is about dead, but I can hope that it has a bit more life in it if I believe. So yeah, everything's a little bit janky on the Switch, but that is how it's been on all consoles. I have to say, I know this sounds weird to say, like, oh, it's broken, but less broken. Like if you're new, it might make me sound like a bit of a, you know, Mojang battered wife here, but like, man, really gotten better. And that, I know that's wild, but it really hasn't. Now you gotta believe me. So now we can cook up enough to make an iron pickaxe and then an iron sword, which is great. It's exactly what I need. I'm just gonna dig down here in case we find stone bricks. There's no way we have a stronghold, which is at like Y minus 50, that we haven't seen yet. But we do have to check. We have to do our due diligence. Because if we don't do our DD, then things go BB. I don't have any sticks to actually make this into something. Oh no. How do I find sticks down here, chat? I think the answer is I don't find sticks down here. I think I have to go all the way back up to the surface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lava, and I'm going to try and find water to replace it. Because I don't want to have to... I don't want this to suck. I really don't want this to suck, internet. Where was the water at last time I found it? Was it way up in the... Yeah, we've gotten ourselves in a bit of a bad situation. This is why you always chop one more tree than you think you need. Because when you end up in this situation, you'll be paining yourself for not having done it. So I'll just put the lava in a corner here. Not that essential. Let the creeper blow up. That'll give me a torch, I guess. And I think we now have to just follow blocks up into the ceiling here. I'll use Nevrac just to like make it clear that this is not here for any other reason. Just stack up. Wait, where's the ceiling? Just stack myself up. All the way up. I'll pick up the water and then I'll use the water to do the rest of the way. Because I don't want to close this off into a one wide thing. Although I could get enough... If I get enough... Okay, so let's make a little fire in the wall here. So I can still be lit. So if we just now destroy these blocks and then place that there and that there. Then now I can see back up to the surface just great. Find the zombie noises. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the zombie noises might be the real sign that I'm onto something. But by just using Nevrac there, I can get up to this last cave I was in. I remember the cave having more than just this, but apparently not. And I have to go all this way just to get wood, chat. All this way just to get wood. Remember this the next time you think to yourself, you know, I can save 5 seconds, just not chop down another tree. I'm not going to remember it, but like hopefully you can. Let's grab some bucket. And this was the cave with water. It's not the water I remember, but it will do the job. And all right, babes, it's bedtime for me. Good night and good luck. Thank you. Have a good one, Leanne. Hey, Toycat, just checking. Did you not end up mentioning the mouse feature from the Switch 2 in the video? Oh, did I not? Oh, I remember doing it in one of my takes, but it must not have come up. This track is called Ancestry, an exclusive Deep Dark track. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. So yeah, getting out with water is still painful, but it should be doable. So we have to swim up the water, and then grab it, and then move up very quickly. No, this isn't working. There's no way this is working for me. I guess if I place a block every time, I can use fewer blocks to get myself up to the surface. And it means there's less to destroy on the way down next time. Yeah, this works. Yeah, I remember mentioning it in like every take over the top, and now it's funny if in the end video I was like worried I mentioned it too many times, so I must have like maybe in some of the audio that I had to like cut down, I didn't re-say it one time. Thank you for the heads up, Harrison. I think you could just like show it on screen when I'm mentioning the downsides then. Might be for the best, and then also mention the above. Because that was the source footage that was going to be better than what I used. But yeah, for some reason there are zombie noises everywhere. Are there really now? I wonder why there's zombie noises everywhere. Okay, up to the top. We're almost there, internet. Amazingly, it's not even that tricky of a journey because now we've got the water bucket going. Just a little bit more to go. Just a little bit. Okay, scoop it up, and that should get me all the way. Yeah, there we go. We did it, internet. Well, not quite, actually, yet. Let's... Okay, before we celebrate... Come on. Yeah, there we go. I did it. I made it to the surface, and there's a wandering trader here to congratulate me, and to even buy hay bales from me for a single emerald each. Not actually a bad trade to make. Honestly, I've got 3 emeralds. He's offering me some pale oak. I'm not using these emeralds for anything else. It will save me chopping down some trees and then give me so much pale oak. Let's buy it. 1, 2, 3. 24 pale oak, chat. Now I'm never running out of wood again. Except actually, I need to craft myself some ladders. Because I think I'm coming back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make that into 56 sticks. Which will make us... How many ladders? Chat, where is ladders? Oh. 24 ladders. So every 7 wood you make gets you 24 ladders. So we'll do that again. And then that should get us low enough down that we have fewer issues. Yeah, weirdly, you actually need a lot of ladders to make things good. I'll just place a few of them on the way down. But yeah, chat, I realized I left one thing with me in the nether that I think I should go back for. I think I'm going to make a chest over here somewhere. Or use a chest that exists. Hopefully that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to place some of this stuff in the chest. I don't realistically need 38 leather now. I like leather, don't need leather. Gravel and a whole just some of these items, you know, like what are they even doing there? But I am going to make myself finally that iron pickaxe, which means all I've got to do is make pale oak planks again, make 8 sticks from it. Then I'll make torches first, I guess, and then we'll make more of these, and then all of those, and then a pickaxe, and we can make a sword eventually. I should have really gone back to the furnace. Whoopsie. Okay, we got a pickaxe. We've got life being good. But chat, I realized I forgot something. I think so that I can have my big celebration at the end of the stream, I need to go get some ghasts right now, because there's a recipe in here. This one right here, that's going to require an IF ender, a ghast here, and some glass. Making some glass is easy. I can do that right here, right now. But getting my hands on that other stuff, actually going to be tricky. And so getting a single ghast here is something I was meant to do in the nether and forgot to do. There's a ladder on the house. There's a ladder on the house? Oh, that's fun. I'll add that to my collection. Also, the villager let himself out. You know, Mr. Villager, don't think just because I left that you don't have to treat yourself like livestock anymore. Don't think that that's how this works, because it's not. I think it's probably thunderstorming if he went inside, although it must not be. Now we'll grab a few hay bales, back 2, and I'll trade it with your boy over here. I just feel, but actually, you know, if we trade him right now, then we can get enough pale oak to not worry about other things. Oh, he's got 4 trades max. So I'll put the emerald away. And yeah, sadly I didn't pick up a single ghast here. The goal is to beat Minecraft. You know, that's a good reminder. We'll set our bed up here. And we'll get that afterwards for the after party. Okay, so let's we don't need our furnace therefore. But we do want to have more ladders, because I am going to come up and down a fair few times. No, actually I'm going to go up and down once I found the actual end structure. So let's go down from a different point in the village. Let's make sure this definitely is the right village. So I'll throw another one from this side just to make sure I didn't make the dumbest decision ever. Yeah, we're in the right village. And it's pointing to me towards that center. It really is telling me to dig down like right here. But let's do it like 5 blocks away here or something like that. And, yeah, we could go 1 block down this way and make a ladder behind us, but we'll just do 2 blocks. Hope for the best. And hope that this pickaxe lasts long enough. I mean, it's not gonna die again, right? What are the odds of that happening? What are the odds? We clearly need the warp fungus stick. Chiliest Bean, you never know when you'll need a warp fungus stick. But you do know that you'll regret not having one. Okay, let's go back up to the surface. Use 24 ladders. Because it's nighttime, and it's easier to make these tunnels during the day. Oh. So just make a little ladder patch out. It's easier to make the tunnel during the day because we get more light. We don't have to waste torches. So into the bed we go. This villager seems very upset about my decision to sleep there, but it's not his call. Let's go down so we can climb down there, and well, that was meant to work better. Okay, Same technique, but from a different point, should get us into the stronghold. If it doesn't work this time, we'll start doing a diagonal mine from the bottom. But usually digging straight down from the village well gets you there. If it doesn't work the first time, going to the opposite side and trying again probably will work. It could be that the stronghold like perfectly dug around where I was before or something like that. These things happen. You've just got to be prepared for them too. So I'm going to use my shovel more, even though my pickaxe is a better weapon. Because my pickaxe needs to be used as... Man, so many janky switch things have happened today. I've bugged into rocks. Oh, this is a different cave. I do not remember seeing this one. Oh. So let's make sure we line up with here. Oh, the Wandering Trader has come to say hello. Wow, what a great guy. He's supportive of my mission. And so all of you should be as well. Yeah, interestingly, the sparkles aren't purple on my shoveling. Okay, sorry if I hit you there, Mr. Trady, but I do have a lot of fellas to work with. This part of the cave looks too flat. Are you saying it's suspiciously flat? You don't trust how flat the cave is? You know, that's a good point. Let's raise our suspicion level just a little bit. But yeah, chat, we're actually on track to beat the 3 hours of the slowest random seed speedrun. And again, unless someone has beaten the game while I've been playing here. Hey! Oh, yes. See, it works. And if we look at the size of the shape of the stronghold, it's going to be a weird one. Also, how is this? Is this guy really going to be my mascot today? I mean, if he wants to do it, who am I to say no? If he wants to come with me all the way, let's go on this journey together, brother. So this is a dead end. But presumably this is the start of the stronghold. Yeah, so look at that. My old tunnel would have been literally... I'm going to go find it just because I... Oh, no, silverfish, don't knock me into the wall. I can't see anything because I don't have torches out right now. So yeah, there's going to be some problems caused. Oh, man, it's so hard. My brain can't do the translation layer of A equals B, B equals A when I'm in a stress. I'm like, I just want to move the blocks into my inventory, and I'm struggling with it. So we'll place a torch here. This is the start of the stronghold, and so just for comparison points, I think it was over here somewhere. I could easily just check my my stream from... Okay, when I was last digging down, I was digging down at... Okay, 891, 10, 1858. So literally just over here, internet. There we go. This is where my old tunnel was. This is literally the meme, you know? Have you ever seen the like, oh yeah, don't turn back, you might find something. I was this many blocks from the stronghold. If I'd have known, which I couldn't have possibly known, I'd have just dug 4 blocks deeper. But yeah, instead I spent 20 minutes goofing around, as you do in life. So 4 good shovel hits is enough to finish them off, thankfully. And I've got plenty of torches. But yeah, once you find this room, this hallway that doesn't have an end at the top, you are usually not that far from your stronghold. Because they generate from that start room to the end portal. It used to be 5 rooms. I don't think it's perfectly true anymore. But everything generates from there. So it's the perfect starting place if you're looking for one. Now I'm going to use ladders to climb up here, because there is a chest over here. What's in it? Oh, feather falling, looting 2. That's valuable. Is it as valuable as 5 granite? Debatably. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to make that bold decision. And so yeah, we're just going to look at everything, but we're going to every now and then just come back knowing that's the way. So place a torch down everywhere that we've been, and then eventually we should be good. Look at this. 4 of these rooms next to each other, and then, oh, look at that. We're in, internet. We're in. This is the final room. Oh, I should not have done that in... Okay, I should not have done that. Okay, so let's place the ladder down. Over there, come on. There we go, yes. I just wanted to place the ladder so that the lava would stop burning. Now I want to kill this guy in 1 hit, which I think the easiest way to do that is probably with a bow arrow, actually. And now let's see if there's a bunch of iron in these so I can make a sword. That's gold. Place it in here, I guess. Apples? I mean, golden apples might save my life. Golden apples might save my life. I like my life being saved. Let's allow that to happen. So, to free up an inventory slot now, I'm going to combine my 2 dead pickaxes together. And now I can have an apple. Take out some apples from the gold stash, or some gold from the bundle. I'll be onto something good. Historical moment chat, sub 3 hour Switch 2 speedrun. This might be the first time I've ever speedrun Nintendo. Or, speedrun's the wrong word, right? This wasn't a speedrun. But, like, completing Minecraft with the objective being to complete Minecraft. I think this might be the first time we've done it in this on a Nintendo platform since the Wii. The Wii U, I should say. Terrible name for a console. Just really has to be said frequently what a terrible name it is. Lest we forget, unless we repeat these mistakes. Okay, so let's just go in here. Break that. Perfect. See how many eyes of Ender we need. Oh, look how filled it is, chat. 4 eyes. Oh, it's great. It's a great day to have eyes. I mean, it's a great day to not have eyes too, because we don't need as many. So I'm going to be very, very cautious now that I don't get knocked in. I've got a fire resistant potion if I do get knocked in. So we just need to make 6 eyes. Wait, do I have the exact right? No, I've got 2 more ender pearls than I need. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. We're ready to go, internet. We're ready. So now I'm going to make a really easy to follow torch pathway through this place. Just to make sure that, like, future me can find my way back in. Because that's going to be important. I'm going to need to go back in once I got my Happy Ghast. Also, Toycat, have you heard of the Sprinx strats? I have not heard of the Sprinx strats. You're going to have to describe that one to me, I think. So ladder this way and a torch this way. I could use the ladders to actually make an easily climbable way out. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, though. What I am going to do is I'm going to replace this with a water bucket. And I'm going to make myself 2 golden apples, just because there's going to be shock moments where something bad happens. It'd be good if it didn't. Paul says, hi to IBX Toycat. My daughter and I are your biggest fans. How did you get that skin? Oh, thank you for asking. So I'm 3/4. I'm a quarter Sri Lankan, so it adds a little bit of like a darkness that you might not immediately see in my complexion. And then I've got some Irish in me, which balances it out, creates this kind of whitish tone, a little bit like I'm a ghoul, perhaps you could say. But I think it's delightful. And yeah, no, to answer your actual question, it's from the I think it's called the Legacy Skin Pack. But you can get for free, like you don't have to buy anything. If you look at the Toycat Let's Play World or Ultra Flat, there's a couple of variants of this skin. Because it's an Ocelot, I don't know my ownership rights to it are. Minecraft made the skin for me on Bedrock for me, but it is an Ocelot, right? They own the Ocelot. Never looked too far into it, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's now make ourselves a crafting table. And by the way, let's go, says Days of Danny. I agree. We are going places right now. Serious, serious, serious places. You ready to go to those places together, chat? I hope you are. So take from bundle. Now we make 2 golden apples. And then we'll put back in the bundle. Alongside these ender pearls, I doubt they're coming in that useful. And then just on the ground here, in case future me comes back and has an issue, I'll put 29. I'll put 10 cobblestone. Might help future me out. Who's to say it does? And 10 cobbled deep slate. We're about to defeat the game. You ready, internet? I hope you're ready. The melting pot that is the UK is active in Toycat. You know, this is a sign I've truly integrated. I say this a lot, but the real sign that you are, the real sign you've integrated into UK culture is when you complain about, as an immigrant, is when you complain about immigrants. But I would make the argument the UK is specifically not a melting pot. I mean, it's a melting pot, but of like 2,000 years ago, cultures that you nowadays call, I don't know. It's like it's a complicated one. But I have to back off. It's a common misconception that like literally our own media mix often. It's like it's okay if we want to become a melting pot, but to imply that we have always been a melting pot is where I find it. I know it's like how I like to be a little pedantic with people about like, you know, actually, oh, the end! We made it here, internet. Let's hope we make it out. Yeah, I'm scared. I think I'm scared. I don't think I'm fully ready to do what I'm about to do. The best time to get a Toycat membership is 30 years ago. The second best time is now. Beautiful. 100% agree. I just got a security alert, by the way. Now is not the time. It sounded very scary. We good? Okay. I said something, then realized you wouldn't understand what's in my mind, so it comes across as awful. It's okay, Xavier. I believe you are not awful. I don't believe you've said something that makes me think you're awful yet. I hope the trend continues. So we're in the end now. Things are going well. Let's see if we can't defeat ourselves a dragon. So we just run around the center like a headless chicken till she flies in. To that point there. Oh, yes. Perfect. Then, oh my god! I'm so sorry, internet. I am deaf. I have lost multiple eardrums, and I'm sorry if you've lost any too. I don't know. I think that is the worst. I'm very sorry. I don't know. I don't know why the dragon is that loud. Ah! Okay, the dragon has a new attack. It's called Make Go Deaf. Oh wait, we can't pause. Okay, so we have to turn down our computer volume because no matter how much I turn it down for you, yeah, that was ridiculous. No, I didn't want to look at you. I didn't mean to look at you. I swear I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna eat the golden apple just in case they think I did. And now, yeah, we're gonna start whacking the dragon. So yeah, you can hear it like maxing out. Accurate audio for a huge dragon, to be honest. You know, that's a good point. What a great realistic game Minecraft is. Power to them. So now we can take down a few towers, but it's not actually necessary on Bedrock. Hasn't been for a very long time. But we'll do it anyway. You know, we got the arrows. Let's have some fun. Especially when she flies near them. And it will slightly slow down her healing, which is nice. So yeah, we're running very low on our tool durability. So we make sure we get the most from it every time she's down here. And I also just try my best not to get end acided too hard. It's not working well. It's not working too well. Oh, no, I didn't mean to look at you. Okay, he doesn't think I looked at him. That's good. I didn't. That's the truth. Anyone who says otherwise is lying. Oh. So chat, is the audio balanced okay right now? Oh, where's this acid come from? Probably her mouth, actually. Okay, so I need to eat another golden apple soon. I'm just gonna sit under her, where I am safe. I'm not gonna jump. So is it safe to? Oh yeah. Okay, chat. I'm in a very dangerous situation. These golden apples might save my life. If she flies down too soon, or if she whacks me or something. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I ran into end acid. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, chat. I'm dead. What a stupid way to die. Ah. Hate it. Should have eaten the golden apple right in that moment. The moment I felt scared. It really is funny, like, it's like playing Minecraft on a new input device, despite it literally being a controller that I am like. It's very similar to the ones I'm used to. There's just something about Nintendo controllers that are like, yeah, these aren't for real, though, you know. Rip. Okay, we'll be back. I swear turning the volume down didn't affect it at all. Yeah, it's wild. The volume is like turned down so many decibels, internet. But not enough decibels. So I need to just take a bunch of damage on the way down. And we need to get back in there, grab my stuff, and heal very, very quickly. I could get myself trapped in a death loop easily if I'm not careful. Oh, it wasn't this way. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, follow the ladder. World's first Death to Ender Dragon live streamed on Nintendo Switch 2. I genuinely think there's a really high chance that's the first Nintendo Switch 2 Dragon Death. Wow, world's first, internet. Again, so there's a real chance people are playing at home and they're not sharing anything with it anywhere on the internet. But I do cursory research before looking into these. I was surprised. I figured, yeah, 24 hours, totally lost it. But I guess not as many people are as interested in beating Minecraft on a brand new device as I am. Oh. So the dragon's going to start healing soon. If she's in the center, I need to hit her, even if it means not picking up my stuff. If she destroys my stuff, it's really, really messy for me. Also, I have so much armor, and she's still that strong. So we're going to turn down our game a little bit more, even though that means you can't hear anything. Because the dragon is so loud that I don't want you to go deaf, internet. I hope you appreciate my decision. Ooh, that's dangerous. So I need to look up. Oh, no! No! Death loop time! It's so impossible to get ahead once you get beaten up that badly. Because equipping armor takes a bunch of time and there's a dragon attacking you. So what we need to do is we need to make ourselves... Well, hay bales will help me fall down too. Oh, internet. We're going to do good. We're going to beat the dragon. The dragon's not going to defeat me. I'm not getting this way. I'm not getting all this way and then leaving it after a death. It's not what's happening here. Let me tell you. So we're going to hay bale our way down. Place one here. Place one. Oh, the ladder saved me there, actually. Okay, so this means I'll go back into the end with a much better... Should I just save one of these down here and here? Yeah, and then now future me can just jump right down and only take some damage. He's going into the death loop, into the losing speedrun time. Yeah, again, we got 26 minutes before I'm losing my target time for a platform I haven't really played. I'm feeling great, chat. I'm feeling really good. If you're stressed, you can unstress. There's no reason to be. Eat some bread. Okay, yeah. Having full health will allow me to better survive this. The dragon is healing a lot. She's undoing all that work I just did. But what matters is she gonna die. There's no way around that. Okay. So, whip. And then we're just gonna stone pickaxe her a little bit. Don't really even need the stone pickaxe. So there's no stress when it goes. Let's get that beef out. Where's that beef at? Okay, here's my bow. The bow is actually not that useful. Surprisingly. Relative to the Java fight where you absolutely need it. It's just like a nice to have here. So I think I'd like to get a shield for when the dragon comes and attacks me. So where's the shield at? It's somewhere in that wreckage. Let's go. No, don't. I don't want to look at you. There's so many bizarre hazards in the end. I see why people are scared of it. If you haven't been here, you can see why you think this stuff. No, I don't need to deal with that. I think I'm just great here in the overworld. You know, there's no flying dragon that makes it her life mission to kill me in ways that you don't encounter anywhere else. I see why you would take the easy life. You would probably be right to... No! Acid! Okay, so I think I looked at that guy, but he's... Okay, so... Yeah, she's absolutely blasting out the audio. She's, like, destroying it. Like, it's like you've got subwoofers with their sub-dragons, you know? I don't know. Do I have a shield on me, chat? I don't... Okay, there's my shield. I see it. Equip real quick, and I've got a... Okay. Don't blast her. Oh, chat. It's going well. It's going well. She's down below half. This is the turning point, I tell you. I'm going to get the golden apple out now. That golden apple... You know, I'll just eat the golden apple now. It might save my life. Most importantly, end her life. Sorry about the disastrous game balancing. It's even worse than everywhere else somehow. Oh no, I'm in a sea of purple. Okay. I don't need to see purple though. Now that I'm done. Hey! We did it! So, again, to the best of my knowledge, and most likely most people that don't speedrun the game the moment it comes out, I am the first person to beat Minecraft on a Switch 2, at least that has shared that in any public way, on a random seed in 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 31 seconds. I am a more competent Switch player coming out of that than I was going in, but man, I am just... all of my controller knowledge goes away when you flip the controls and you give me funky sticks. There we go, internet. 2 hours, okay, should we get a little crown? What's the closest thing I have to a crown, internet? I am winner. It is me, winner. We did it, internet. Oh. I'm claiming this victory for my new nation. Yeah, number one. Best country for Switch 2 random seed speedrunning as of the 6th of June 2025. And yeah, with that said, now I've mentioned this before, but one of my big excitements about going to the end, one of my big reasons for doing it, was to be able to actually goof around using the spinneret, which I've said before. It's the real reason Toycat's Toolkit exists. Without it, wouldn't want to release it. With it, oh my god, game changer. And so, yeah, we've just beaten the game. If you want the seed for yourself, we can share that now that we've officially finished the run. It is 7591228343326473112. And it's been an interesting seed, honestly, all things considered. But for me, the most interesting thing I've got to do is get myself an end crystal so I can get myself... Oh, look at that. Look at all these villages about job sites, by the way. You guys deserve to be in pens, is all I'm saying. Ah, you know, they're reminding me that they have human moments too. Anyway, as your new king of Switch 2, temporarily... my intention is to go back to the Nether real quick, because over there is where I expect to find a ghast tier, which is what I'm going to need if I want to craft myself an end crystal, which is what I'm going to need if I'm going to craft myself a spinneret. Okay, so let's go make ourselves a payload boat. Get some of these. Make one of these. Let's go. I've got plenty of arrows left over, even after all the goofiness of the end. And, okay, ride the boat down. We're good. For people who may or may not understand what I'm saying, Google OB2 selector panel and you'll see what I mean. Lobster King of Switch 2, says Polly. Lobster King... Wait, actually, there we go. Yeah, look at me. This is what a real king looks like. His Grace, the King of Switcher 2, likes his lobsters rolled. Lobster roll. Lobster rolls, they're so tasty, yeah. I don't know the rest of the song, to be honest with you. It's literally 24 words or something. I don't know them all. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Nether, and yeah, look at this. This is actually fun. I feel like I was expecting the green screen to cut me off before this. Maybe I'm slouching too much. Yeah, if I sit all the way up correctly, you can't quite see this one. So I'll lower that the tiniest bit. There we go. Oh hell, the Lobster King. Time to establish a new feudal kingdom, I guess. I mean, what else would I do? What else would I do? So yeah, I'm going to install the 2 add-ons that I think I mentioned that was my whole reason for wanting to beat it yesterday. Going deep into the end. You know, rather my bonus reason after I got there. But I couldn't have add-ons enabled for that speedrun. I think there's a really interesting video to be made in why I don't use add-ons in my personal world. And it is this kind of like fun thing. But once you've got a world and like you've had the fun anyway, or if you're making a world from scratch anyway, I think add-ons are good. But even as someone who literally advertises add-ons, Toycat's Toolkit, available right now and all that. Even as someone who literally makes a big deal about that, you know, who like sells add-ons, you know, I still would say, okay, so here is this one, and Toycat's Toolkit guidebook is right there. I'll throw away these, And that should make enough space to be good. Yeah, we're probably fine. So I would like to have a sword, but I don't have the iron for it. So let's just go to the Nether. Let's just kill a single. So actually, let's quickly check the recipe for the spinneret, chat. So the spinneret is crafted. This is the absolute best recipe. We need an ender pearl, which we've got, 5 end scry, and an end crystal. Let's go get it. Yeah, by the way, good to see you here, Chantal. As we all know, best moderator, the one that gets us excited to be here in chat. Everyone drop a I appreciate Chantal in chat. Yeah, if you don't know, like, I feel like, you know, like Dash and Cat are like more prolific as moderators. But Chantal does a lot of the heavy lifting behind the scenes you might not see, including setting up some of the fun bots. But yeah, let's now go into the end. Oh, sorry, into the Nether. Let's get our ghast here, and then we can take that to the end of us and do some fun stuff. She's the mod, the editor, the legend. Oh yeah, and if you haven't, Dazed and Confused, see, as it is his birthday today, he has been doing his research, and he knows that also Chantal's done some editing recently. Very, very handy of her. You should try the uncrafting add-on. That is a fun idea right there. That is a fun idea. Uncrafting. See, that's an example of something where it's like, it's a fun idea to come up with, but that really doesn't seem like good gameplay to me. Oh no, don't, please don't. No, okay, I think that fell on the magma, not in the lava. So let's just pick this up. Place a block there. Oh yes. No. I got gunpowder, but no ghast tears, I think, right? I hope the ghast tear didn't just fall into the lava pit. It's such a tiny lava pit. I just didn't assume it could happen. But this is an important reminder. It can happen to anyone. Okay, so what do you see, Internet? Anything special? Anyone in chat said they appreciate me, but spell my name wrong, gets banned. You know, it is a funny thing. A lot of people, it's like a common like foreign culture problem to have your name be mispronounced. But Chantal, you have the opposite. Everyone says your name correctly, and then wildly misspells it. So everyone, you've got reverse common problem, which is good, right? It's better than having common problem. Maybe it's not. So does anyone know what I'm talking about with the? No, I have no idea. Rhino Gaming, but it's good to see you here anyway. But yeah, I'm looking for a ghast. I'm looking for a ghast. Hey, there we go. Okay, so there's 2 here. One of those will give me something good. Surely. It's impossible for neither of them to give me a ghast hit. Come on. Oh, there we go. So surely. There, no. Okay, so that's a ghast hit. Yes, it is. So now we've gotten that, we can bring that and we can make ourselves a, whatever it's called. The end crystal. And we can go find some end scry. I haven't gone on a good end scry mining trip before. Genuinely, I've played around the spinneret for so many hours. Like an uncomfortable number of hours. But I've never like crafted the end, I've never used the end scry myself. So Chantal is king, says Webspeak. You're not sarcastically pronouncing it incorrect. That gets you points. Because then you're showing that you appreciate that there is a correct spelling to it. It's like when we call Dasher. It's like when we call Polly lazy and dull. Because she is probably the opposite of those 2 things, to the best of our knowledge. Although, you know, that is the sort of cover story you'd make if you were actually... I'm just kidding. By the way, it's good to see you here, Polly. I don't think I've referenced you yet. It's been, you know, I've seen your messages. It's one of those funny things. Like, it's easy to see something and just assume, like, oh, I've seen that. They probably know I've seen that. But, like, literally you don't sometimes. So where is my big tower, chat? I don't know where it is, and I'm lost. It is amazing how often this happens to me. Is this my hole down? Okay, this is my hole down. Doesn't matter what else is around here, because this is. So I'm going to just put 13 cobble away. And we're going to go back to the end. pulled over to say congrats, says Brandy Lewis. Good job for pulling over, first of all. Real power to you on that one. And second of all, thank you. Really appreciate it. It's a wondrous day to be the Lobster King of Minecraft, Nintendo. And yeah, we're gonna be good. So, yeah, I've got both a simple name to spell and say. Simple, another word to add to my Toycat thoughts on me, along with dumb and boring. You know, dumb, boring. I honestly, though, actually, no, your name is very complicated to spell, Polly. Your name is so complicated to spell that you had to abbreviate it down to Polly E, right? Let's be clear. Also, wait, I can do crafting with my lobster claw. Let's, oh no, wait, okay, it's nighttime. I should stop crafting with my lobster and instead get a good night's sleep. Is my bed here somewhere? There it is. Yes, it is. Please let me sleep. And the skeleton's gonna try and shoot me. No, he's not. Perfect. Now I pick up 7 sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have a shovel. Oh, no, I don't have a shovel. I broke it on the Ender Dragon. No, I didn't. Amazingly, that's not true. But yeah, isn't it cool seeing how much damage a weapon does, chat? It's just so satisfying to me. Okay, so that's 7 sand, which I think is how much is... Oh, I've got 6. I'll pick up the last one. I think that's how much is in a... I think that's how much you need for an end crystal. I'll go get the 7th one now. It's going to be floating around in the land here somewhere. Polly, also, what's up, Toycat? I used to watch your videos during chemistry class back in 2019. I never said anything. I figured today is the day. What a terrible message, Diatron. Oh, what? That's your message? You're going to leave after all these years? Oh, I can't believe you would do that. Terrible. I liked it better when you didn't talk. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing great, Diatron. Seriously, though, I don't actually know what... I think it's weird that people had... Like, it's the same when people say, like, I had algebra class. It's like, what do you mean? You had a maths class that covered algebra, but why would you call it an algebra class? I don't go into my history classes and say I had a World War II class. That would be crazy. But is it crazy, chat? Tell me a defense of why you had a chemistry class and not a science class that was about chemistry. I mean, really, it's probably just what your school called it. But then it's weird that your school called it that, okay? So, yeah, I can't believe he raw dogged the dragon with a pickaxe. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Okay, can we craft our thing yet? Why can't we? Where's the end crystal? Oh, it's an IF ender, not an ender pearl. Okay, we got the first ingredient we need to make the spinneret, internet. Now we need another ender pearl, though. Oh, no. Do I have another ender pearl? Oh, I've got 2. We're great. So, now I am missing just 5 end scry. So just to show you the end scry. Is it easy to show you that? Okay, so we have to move the cursor all the way around here. This is end scry, and it's found in the end. We're going to go bring it over there. Why does he want a crystal? Yeah, I want to make myself a spinneret. Real bad, Xavier. If you haven't seen the spinneret, it's by far the coolest part of Toycat's Toolkit. It's honestly, I have to concede, it's an idea Mojang themselves have had a couple of times, like a grappling hook, but I think it's correctly balanced. And to prove that, we're going to use it in survival, a real survival world, a world record survival world, indeed. So yeah, chat, science did used to be 3 classes, because biology class is a different class. Chantal, are you making a joke like, we had a biology class, you know, where we all got together and span the bottle. Learned a lot about biology that way, let me tell you. Is that what you're saying? Chat, you know, this is a fun one. What's your favorite sub-subject at school? You know, like if we say then, okay, chemistry and biology are literally separate classes to you. We all know they're both science. You know, if algebra is a separate class to maths and English literature is a separate class to English, what's your favorite, like, sub-subject? I actually really enjoyed, I think I liked a lot the lessons that we had in school about... We had a really broad category, a grouping of, like, religious education, like, personal education, and, like, all the other stuff, like civics and, what's the word, like, social studies. We just mixed it all into one big class. And I really, really enjoyed classes where we learned about things like drugs. Because it's like, I do just want the knowledge, and you are a much better source, and as long as they're, like, being good about it. I'm glad that you are being a much better source than guy on the playground who wants to seem cool. Like, teenage boys are the worst source for information. It's the worst thing about being one is you're surrounded by entirely untrustworthy sources. Basically on everything. It's the worst. Okay, chat. We're coming now. We're coming for it. I never knew there was a separate abbreviation. I think that was in response to a message saying I didn't know what ADHD was. I think it's like a common thing on the internet. A lot of the symptoms, traits, personality quirks of autism and ADHD are overlapped. And so if you are on the internet, I think a fire alarm is going off internet. People accuse me of having fire alarms that don't have batteries in. But let me tell you, my fire alarms have such a battery in, they'll go off at 11 p.m. Honestly, I think we need a snooze mode on fire alarms. We need like it's 11 p.m. Let me know at 7. If I'm not around then you know, so be it. But I think we need more. I mean, we need smart technology in a fire alarm. Send me a phone notification. Let me look at it in the morning. You know, I'm probably not dying right now. Probably. Anyway, yeah, with that said, street pharmacy class, free period. Yeah, street pharmacy class sounds great. I'm interested. Tell me about your class. Also, TC is fire. Thank you for saying. Oh god, this is scary. So I'm gonna grab my. I've got one ender pearl that I can use for free. I mean, I guess all ender pearls are free, in one sense of the word. So I'll just put both ender pearls here, and then I'm gonna take this and replace it with water. My goal is to swim into this because the end scry is found only in the end islands. I actually don't know how our add-on tells that it's the end islands, because the end isn't split into biomes on Bedrock like it is on Java. I'll have to ask about that. Then we place water here, and I swim into it, and in we go, internet. My fire alarm is definitely going off. I'm just gonna... I'll go hit snooze, and I'll be back with you soon. Oh yeah, let me just go check on that. Everyone, keep me safe. Tell me if you see an Enderman. Yell in chat. Everything good? Oh, it's not? Okay, my house isn't on fire. Glad I checked. Can you hear my fire alarm going off, by the way? Could be imagining it. It's not impossible. I imagine lots of things. I imagine sometimes that I'm not the Switch 2 Edition's primary, first ever completionist. Okay, so I'm looking for some end scry. They spawn in the lower layers of the end islands, chat. If we want to be more specific, we should be able to see it from over here. I think it'd be easier to look for it with an elytra, funnily enough. And if I'm not mistaken, earlier I put some sugarcane away in here. Take out that sugarcane. I've got some gunpowder that I picked up by mistake. Mix those two things together and we got something great. Enderman! Oh no! Thank God for the tip. Now I am safe. Funny timing on that. Good to see you, Diluted Dante, by the way. Hope you're doing great these days. Okay, crafty table. Then we'll make paper. Then we'll make fireworks. And now I just need to get up to the end ship. Oh, there's no end ship. Oh, there's an end ship. So I've got a bunch of blocks just hanging around on me, right? Literally too many blocks. Let's just stack up. Let's just see what happens. And let's get the Elytra so we can fly under those islands. We give it to you, Toycat, hero of the Switch 2. Wow, what an honor that has been bestowed upon me. I shall humbly accept. Everything is easier with cheat codes, let's be honest. Yeah, the fact that everything is easier with cheat codes is why it's better not to use them. Which, again, I think it's interesting when we apply that methodology. I think there are some people who do enjoy cheat codes more. But I think most people, if you put the cheat codes on, if you allow cheats and you just fly around in creative, you have more fun temporarily and then much less fun in the long run. I think that there is something about that to be learned for life. If you ever feel stressed that it takes so much work to, you know, be good at, you know, to lose weight or to do something, you know, like any big goal like that seems really, really needlessly stressful. Okay, I'm just gonna finish. Okay, so I love the health bar for moments like this, by the way. 5 health, but he's out of here now. Don't need to see him anymore. So I'm just gonna hopefully find a better pickaxe. Diamond, yes please. Unbreaking or unbreaking efficiency? I'll take unbreaking efficiency. I'll also finally get a better shovel, chat. The whole stream's been leading up to this. Finally, the unbreaking free efficiency 5 shovel. And then also, we'll... Okay, it's really hard to drop items on the ground. X is drop. Okay. And then we'll grab one of these. Put it on instead of this. And then... Oh, okay. Then we're going to drop all of this cobblestone on the ground. Because I need an Elytra instead. Okay, so now, I just to make sure that I'm right about this, I'll give the book a good read. This is funny that I do this, but it is always important to be like, okay, we want some end scry. It's found lowest in the end islands, right? Getting end scry is a challenge, but it allows you to craft the best items from Toycat's Toolkit, so it's worth the effort. Enter the end, travel below outer islands, mine end scry ore, craft a block, craft back into end scry. Wait, we have to craft it from the... No, we're going to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to equip the Elytra. I'm going to replace the ender pearls now with this, which is far better. And we're going to look down below the islands. Oh. Okay, tell me if you see any end scry, chat. Any little hint of purple. It's rare to find because we don't want to mess with your worlds too much. And also make sure it's properly challenging. But, yeah, it means that having an Elytra will be just a bit easier. Oh, that's some there, right. Okay. We found some. So now we go mine it. Thank God for a better pickaxe. So, yeah, I need to free up some more inventory spots. So I don't drop this into nothingness. So that's going there. I hate to say this, but I think we should also put away some other value. Like, the warp fungus on a stick is nice. But I think it has served its time, chat. I think its time is over. Okay. There we go. Down to the edge, hopefully without knocking ourselves off. Let's go get that end scry. I don't see it yet. I guess it was quite a bit lower than we are now. So bucket. Let's make ourselves a little thing. Yeah, I guess it was probably quite a bit that way. I was flying, so I was going quite fast. But even once you find the end scry, actually getting to it is quite a fun challenge. One that would be easier if I had my water, to be fair. But yeah, can we break that block? Yes, we can. Let's go this way. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like store the coordinates for it, but this is meant to be part of the fun, chat. It is found randomly inside too. You don't just look for it the outside. But you know me, I like to cheese things. I can make my own challenges. Again, to me, that's the fun thing. Like, I think that if you cheat something, you feel bad. I think when you push the limits of something, you get all the feeling of having cheated something in terms of the good without the bad because you know you followed the rules. But maybe that's like a unique to me feeling. Maybe most people actually hate following rules all the time. Maybe rules to most people are something that burdens society and that they wish they could live without, and they just realize that other people will have to live with. Actually, I'd say that's how I feel. I think I don't like rules for me. I just appreciate that society needs rules. Don't we all? So yeah, chat, I have no chance of finding this again. I could, like, go out for a little recon run. But yeah, I think I'm going to find it. No time whatsoever. Okay, so is it deeper down? I think it was deeper down. Okay, ooh. A little bit scary out here. We seeing any sign of it? I'm not seeing any sign of it. Ooh, what happened to the clock? We beat the game! Terminate. 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 We beat the game. So the clock is paused at where we beat it. Our current record. Yeah, I think we do the crazy thing and we fly. And I look, it's quite a while to go. And a little bit left too. Yeah, it's like where we are now, but a bit more left than that, I would say. Assuming we've got our directions correct. Would I have yeah, I think I went quite right here without realizing it. And now I'm just kind of coming back into it. But we've not got far to go until we're getting this end scry. I'm obviously going to place blocks below it to make sure I don't lose it. But knowing that we're in the right vicinity, good vibes. Good vibes, let me tell you. So it's just about here, and the blocks are near each other. So once I find one, I can find the other one. Lower down again. Lower down once more, perhaps. But yeah, chat, I'm about to go on a trip soon. I'm very excited about it. But also, I get this real, like... I get this real feeling of, like, oh, but isn't now the right time to be doing this instead? Like, some moments you're like, oh, I want my whole life just to be... You know, it's kind of like the cheat codes to real life. Sometimes I think, like, you know, what would I have to do to just, like, do nothing ever again? If I wanted to do that, right? Because sometimes you get people really get in your head about life is worth living. Whenever you're doing something that isn't living life, you are making your life worse, you know? It's really easy to get people, really comfortable people, convincing you that, like, oh, yeah. And I think part of the reason why is, like, a lot of life is better enjoyed with other people. So when you're enjoying your life, you want as many people to be enjoying their lives too. And the same is true for work. Work is easier when the people you work with want to work. Or are working a lot. It's like a comment. Hey, end scry. There we go. We're here. We're here, chat. Okay. So now we're going to be careful about how we get this. I can't place blocks below my block. Which is really actually a struggle. I would like to place blocks below my block. But, so we're going to have to go, like, all the way out until we see one that is below this. Do we see one yet? And then we'll have to place on the side of that. If I had water, this would be a lot easier. But we don't. So is this the one that's on the left side? I think it might be. But yeah, for now, one block achieved. We need 9 of these. Let's go get another one. I think there was another clear one on the side here somewhere. But we'll see. I just want to make sure I don't break the end scry. If I see one, I'm immediately stopping breaking. For a little bit. And what end scry? SCRY. It is the tool used. It is the thing used to make all of the end tools. It's super, super fun. Don't get kidnapped. I mean... No, I mean, you now you've said it. You've jinxed me, WebSpeed. Why would you tell me not to get kidnapped? No, I'm just kidding. That is an interesting thing to worry about. You know, when you're at work, you rarely have to fear being kidnapped. But if you're on the road, who's to say someone doesn't decide to kidnap you one day? It could happen to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yeah, that end scry is annoyingly low. I think I have to just roll the dice on it. Yeah, I think that's my move. Okay. If it flies down, I'm flying down with it, chat. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have to be ready to catch this. No, my pickaxe! No! I did the switch thing, but I got my end scry, so that's what matters. Okay. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Okay, so I want to get really high up and go back to the end city. I can't see where the end city is because switch render distance, but we're good. Slab it up. Is slabbing a clever way to get down that I'm not thinking about? Okay. One end scry gotten, but I need a much better solution for the future. Also a sword. That's good. That's great news. We'll put some end blocks away here. And also, this is a better chest plate. if we're gonna have one anyway, it should be this one. Okay, so then we'll pick up this pickaxe. It's not quite as fast at mining. I'll concede. But it is not in the void, which is ideal. It's my favorite way for these things to be. So I've got my elytra on, and I'm gonna quickly just fly over here. Because I would like a pickaxe that has efficiency. You don't want to go back on these sorts of things, right? Okay, so he's dead. That's some shulker shoals gone too. And there's a chest up there, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a diamond sword. I don't need it. Okay, back this way. Let's get a flying. Let's get an end scrying. So I remember it being just over here. And being not far from where the first one was. So let's get back in there. Oh no, I have no idea how to find my way back in. I might literally be mining again from scratch at this point. I believe if we just start mining deep down, we could find a bunch of end scry. Yeah, the lower end layers are very infrequently accessed. Let's go mining from. Oh no, I need efficiency if I'm gonna do raw dogging mining, chat. I think that's got to be the way. You're exactly right. I worked for nearly 8 years, and where I'm now, and it's only in the last 2 or 3 that I've actually enjoyed it because the team I manage like to work. Yeah, exactly. There's something bizarre about the human condition that just. I mean, I guess maybe that's the most simple thing, that we like being surrounded by people doing the same thing we are. You feel like an idiot when you're working and no one else is, and you feel like a lazy person when everyone else is working and you're not. Like, it takes a lot of like, even people who like actively can't work because they are, you know, like permanently unable to. It takes a lot to like weave out of your psyche, like, why do I get to play video games all day when everyone else is like going off to do something where they come home being like, oh, that sure was bad. Yeah, I think it's hugely interesting, the psychology of why, but it is in fact what we seem to believe. So yeah, chat, the transition from silly drinks to silly hats have been strange, but welcome. You run out of silly drinks, you gotta find something else that's silly. Let me tell you. Okay, I wanna. So I'm realizing the challenge of getting end scry if you don't already have late game survival gear. It seemed like it'd be easy. It seemed like I could cheese it, but I'm working and I'm making this work. Yeah, I think we now get a bunch of end stone, and we start placing it. Oh, is that my last end stone? Let's start placing the blocks downwards from where I am to get myself to where I want to be. There's a nice solid bit of rock down here, so we should just be able to place blocks down it. But yeah, when you work with people who like to work, it's also great. I think that's why one of the most important things about like a good work environment is people feeling like they want to be there. It's maybe the hardest part about making one. I think something I realized recently. I was thinking about it because there's some random tasks that I think no one is passionate about, but that like are quite profitable. That we just don't do as a marketplace team. IBX Toy Maps. Partially what I am advertising right now with boss splits. Not boss splits, with Toolkit's Toolkit. Side note, have I mentioned that this went? I think putting Toycat in the name was like one of the worst decisions we could have made of this. But yeah, so one of the interesting things is there's a lot of like marketplace things that are really easy to do, wildly profitable, and we just haven't done them because it's like, I don't want to do it. Does anyone else want to do it? No, and it's like, it's never crossed my mind that I could just be like, oh, does anyone want to, here's a task no one wants to do. You have to do this now. I could tell someone to do that, but it's never like crossed my mind. And it's interesting, to think that there probably are a bunch of... Okay, so there's got to be some end scry down here. No, there's not. Okay, I'm just going to start raw mining at this layer, placing my blocks until I find something. We're just going to mine in a straight line, chat. We're going to see if that gets me where I need to be. I think we mined a bit lower down, we'd have a bit better luck. But we're working with what we've been given, okay? If we come out, maybe we could see some from the side around here. Oh, actually, wait. That's a lower block. We want to be on the lowest block possible for this to work good. Yeah, it's something, there's a lot of, I think that creating things that people want to do is like one of the hardest things in life. I even think this about stuff like food. You know, restaurants are one of the hardest business because if you are in a small town where there is one fancy restaurant or one nice restaurant or whatever, people will probably just go to you as long as you're not bad. But there's so many food places in London. I get ads so often and it's like, oh yeah, how are you ever going to get someone to go to your restaurant over everyone else's without either a bunch of advertising or a crazy unique selling point, which you'd argue is advertising. I think that's, you know, here's a fun debate that like I always had in my business classes is like, is running promotions a form of advertising? It used to annoy me because like, I think in the 4 P's of business, technically speaking, price is one of the ways you can promote a business. Or is promotion a way you can price? I don't know. It's weird to me because it's like, well, not actually, right? Like, no one's going to know about low prices for a business unless they hear about them in some way, was always my logic. Can't you fly under the end islands to see exposed doors? I can, but it went poorly for me last time, so I'm trying to strip mine it now to see if it goes better for me. Okay. So now let's, I think this is a real good stretch over here. I just want to get as low down as possible and then start strip mining to see if it works better for me. But yeah, Great Owl Master, by the way, you still have a piglin named after you in my world. I'll forever remember your name because of that, which is kind of cute, cool. In a restaurant I work at, they rely on tourism and rich locals, says Meta Samasa. Yeah, but that only works because there's only one place for rich locals to go. If there were more places for rich locals, they'd have to rely on other things, right? Presumably, I don't know the ins and outs of your business necessarily. So that's what I find interesting. Is the... Okay, so I'm just going to strip mine. If it doesn't work, we're going to have to fly mine. Which is a bit of a nightmare, but we can do it. And so for now, let's quickly make space in the inventory. So I'll put this away in the bundle. Love that it's bundleable, by the way. Such a nice touch. One you should appreciate. Then we're going to see the end scribe block. It's 9 of them, I think, but it might be 4. It's 9. So we need literally to get 9 of these to get a block, chat. Although, actually, we don't need to get 9 to get a block. We need to get 4 more to get the spin rat. So we can start flying underneath if it comes to it. Promotions are more marketing. Do you still have the Wheel of Toycat? I do. I use it to hang my suit jacket right now. Now I am a suitably dressed king of speedrunning. Let me fix my claws. They look kind of like antlers, don't they, chat? You know, actually, are crabs and deers related? I'm going to ask the brave question that no one else ever has, which is that maybe these two animals have more in common than you think. They also do business, like... Also, London is so huge that proprietor benefits from customer rotation, says Jeff Shannon. See, that is an entirely correct sentence. There's a funny thing, if you use too many fancy words in a row, I start to assume that it must be quoting something. Maybe that says something bad about me. But yeah, fun. I'm glad you find it fun, Days of Danny. They like to 1v1. Yeah, business crap. We all need a business crap in our life sometimes. Okay, so... Yeah! Okay, so thank God, chat. It's finally paid off. I'm going to make sure we're not on the bottom layer. And we've got 3 of the 4 that we need here. 1, 2... Oh no, we got 4 of the 4. We've done it. We've gone all the end scry we need. So this is why looking for exposed doors works. But you might be better off just, you know, doing it legit. So yeah, now we can get one of the most valuable blocks in the game. So we've got exactly 9. But obviously, you know what I'm going for instead. I came here, and after 3 hours and a record, you know, a record first accomplishment for the king crab. Let me tell you, now I can craft the spinneret. If you haven't used this yet, you are missing out. I might put the elytra on just as a backup in case things go wrong. But this is what the spinneret allows you to do. Oh yeah, it's so much scarier when you're in a real survival world that you worked so hard on. Ooh. Okay, let's back over there. Oh yeah, it's real hard to get a good fly upwards. I'm gonna try and hook onto that. Oh no. Okay, so I'm now gonna try and get onto. I think what we need to do is like hook upwards like that, and then fly. There we go. There we go. And then we use those together, and we're good. Now let's see if we can't use the spinneret to get ourselves home. It's gonna be tricky, obviously, but if we like get perfectly underneath a really tall chorus plant, and we could like maybe launch ourselves off it in that direction. Okay, there's a guy after me. Oh yes! Look at that! And now we can bring ourselves get ourselves even faster by hooking ourselves towards the ground like this. So fly down real fast, get a lot of downwards momentum, and then no, yes, there we go. Oh yes. Elytra and the spinneret is the most dangerous combination, but having you can't use them both at the same time. It's a balance, so you have to flip between them. It is so fun, but so dangerous. We need to go to the right here, I think. Okay, a little bit this way. Oh, are we gonna make it to the end island, chat? We're on the Switch version of render distance, so we won't find out until we've made it or not. But I'm using my coordinates to suggest that maybe, just maybe, we've done this. Oh, yes we have. Oh, super good. Okay. So yeah, the main island's pretty good for this because you've got like the big towers. Obviously you have to have defeated the dragon to get one of these. But just being able to fly at this speed, super satisfying. And again, I feel like it's a high enough skill item, and it has enough balancing factors. You can't use it underwater or gliding, and it has a durability to it, that it is actually well balanced, it's well themed. I want Minecraft so bad to take this idea. Make our add-on worthless. Please, take the value for it. I want everyone to have this. But in the meantime, it's part of Toykat's Toolkit. Available right now. Honestly, I think I'm just going to goof around with this for a bit. I can literally do this all day. Bro is taking it dangerous. Yeah, this is all of my stuff is on me. Okay, so then we equip the elytra and we use that for a little boost. Isn't that great? So now what we can do, we could fly around. Okay, ooh. So this is an interesting moment. Our first time where you can see the game is starting to struggle with the chunks, but it's doing it so much better than the Switch one could. But yeah, I would say we're probably going to run out of our elytra before we run out of spinneret. The spinneret's a bit less useful by itself in the overworld. You've got to like, oh, you've got to like find structures that are worth grappling to. I'll quickly equip my chest plate to show you this. So I'm going to turn off the elytra now. By itself, it is still useful. Like I want to bridge over a gap. Spinneret works just great. I want to get myself up a hill. If you can get the angle right, it actually is kind of tricky. Just like that. I'm on top of the hill. It gives you a little bit of levitation to make sure you don't get disastrously destroyed. Oh. Yeah, it's super fun. Save your elytra durability. What should I save my elytra durability for? I love the design of it. Oh yeah, it's I think it's crazy over the top. I worried it was slightly too big in the player field, but I think for an item this epic, you kind of need to do it. This one was the texture was entirely made by Agent Mindstorm here, which is nuts. His whole thing is he's not okay. Oh, it's gonna look me back now. Oh yeah, I love that. That's amazing. And round. Super fun. Yeah, really cool. It reminds me of a reach grabber. Yeah, the little claw around the ender pearl there. But yeah, the idea is meant to be the ender pearl goes somewhere and then the end crystal grabs you towards the thing. Okay. That's a Switch edition thing, which is super fun. Okay, let's go to that tree up there. It's slightly too far. So let's get a little bit closer. It makes it extra fun when you get like a tool biome that would otherwise be annoying. Because I've always said, like, when you find a mountain, it sucks. But when you can do this, no, it doesn't. Now we can go to that tree. And yeah, just getting around your world faster is great. I love it a lot. Is there a distance limit? Yeah, there is. So if I try right now, obviously the Switch render distance is very close to the limit for it. But I'll give you an example. Over there, I'm going to try to use it, and it's not going to work. Oh. I tried earlier a couple of times, and it didn't work. So that tree over there might be beyond the distance. I'm going to use it. Yeah, so I'm going to turn up my noise again, because the dragon's gone. I can't hear anything, because I've turned everything down so much. Do you hear that little bong, 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 bong? Anyway, that bong, 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 bong. That's when you can't use it, whereas when you can use it... Yeah, I feel like everything's gone quiet now after the dragon. Just like that. It's got like that ender pearl noise, because that's what you're doing. You're throwing an ender pearl, hooking yourself to it. I think it's a satisfying noise. No collision damage is pretty powerful. Yeah, I feel like if you don't give no collision damage, though, the whole point of the object is it collides you with things. So, like, you can see, like, right there, I think that's meant to be its power over the Elytra. Obviously, when you use both together, you know, you get some real powerful effects. But even then, I think it's so high skill that most people would rather, like, it seems insane that you can do it. So let me put this back on. It seems insanely powerful when you can do this. We almost wanted to nerf it. But, oh. It seems insanely powerful that you can do this, okay? So, fly. But then actually, you could just do this with a firework too. So it's kind of just a fun firework alternative if you have an Elytra, or if you don't have an Elytra, or if you want an alternative to the Elytra. It's a way that kind of connects you more with the world, because you literally have to connect with it, you know? It's super, super fun. Anyway, so yeah, I'm glad we finally got to give that a test. I've got my first legit spinneret, and man, am I excited. I do have to say, yeah, that... Oh, yeah. Let's fly. I do have to say it's worth, like, just playing around with for a bit. I've got so many comments from people saying, like, yeah, I just did that. And, yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed today's live stream. Like it if you liked it. Favorite it if you really liked it. And subscribe to see more Minecraft stuff from your new King of Switch 2. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for what is presumably semi-flat core survival. Thank you, and good night, everybody. Oh man, it's 11:45. Really good night, everybody. Really, really good night. Man, I had my time stolen tonight. But I appreciated sharing it with you, Internet. And yeah, if you want to check out, I just put out a video about the Switch 2 versus the Switch 1. We've been here for 3.5 hours anyway. Thank you to everyone who's been here. Brandy Lewis, really appreciate it. There is a durability limitation. Thank you, Webspy. Thank you, Xavier. General Delogu, Bird for Life, Burka Kink, KP, Merkin Gamer, Arabic Minecrafter, Tyler Kavauskas, Mallow Cream, Irish Brooks, Lisa K. Thank you for showing up here today. It was a really great stream. It went pretty well too. And if you enjoyed, then that's the real appreciation from me. I like making streams that people like. It makes me feel good. I'm ending today, even though it's 11:45, with a smile on my face. And thank you for joining me for it. Good, but you know, I have to do one more ad actually. If I went for all of that genuineness. Get Toycat's Toolkit, available right now. Did you know it is one of the highest rated add-ons on the marketplace? So if you go by search, I'm actually amazed this is true. I was really worried about it going into it. But if you go by rating high to low, and we go by pack type add-ons, we are the... Of add-ons that have a rating, Toycat's Toolkit is... Where is it? Oh, I guess I own it. There we go. Look at that. Amazing. 4.8 stars. So yeah, you could check it out if you want to play around the spin rat and all the other fun things. And the update that's coming out for it shortly. But yeah, with that said, thank you if you've enjoyed the stream. Have a good day.